What's good, neighborhood? What's poppin'? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Marq Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. How y'all feel? What's the damn deal? All right, man. We back, man. We back here with another one. Feels good to be back. Feels good to be back. Feel good to be back. Crazy news going on right now. Feels good to be back. Surprised more people aren't talking about this. Saw this going around, and man, oh man, it is damaging. If it's true, if what we're hearing is true, this is very bad. And if what we're hearing is a lie, it's even worse. These are some crazy allegations. We're gonna talk about it on this episode. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, you know what we here for. It's your man Marq Nash, Breaking Beats. Let's talk about it, baby. Suge Knight. Before I play the clip, man, I'm gonna wait for y'all to pull up in here. Man, let me share this on my community tab. Let everybody know we are live. We are L-I-V-E, baby. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I had a crazy day. Now, I'm late, too, man. I was supposed to be here a little bit earlier than this. Had a little dispute at the corner store, man. I ain't gonna be early. It's too early for the cussing. I'll be cool. I'll follow the community guidelines. But yeah, man, dude was giving me a hard time at the store. Not no person that customer, like the dude that worked there. Had my hoodie on and I had my hands in my jacket the whole time, right? He thought I had something in my hoodie jacket, like, you know, in the cubby part of my hoodie, and I was like, nah, I ain't got nothing. He said, there's something in there. I said, man, I got something in here, but whatever's in here, I walked in here with it. I didn't pick up nothing in the store. I didn't even walk around. I just walked in. It was a long line. I just stood at the end of the line. You have something in your jacket? I know. I was like, yeah, I got something in here. If I pull it out, everybody gonna get on the floor. They're gonna think I'm sticking a joint up in here. You know what I'm saying? And I remember it was a dude in the store. He was like, man, young blood, just show him what you got in your jacket, man. He gonna call the police. I said, he gonna call the police and it's gonna be for nothing. I'm gonna give him he was like, yeah, man, but you don't want to get banned from the store, do all of that, go through. So I was like, nah, bro. So that's what you do, old nigga. I ain't got nothing in my jacket, and I ain't about to be pulling nothing out my jacket neither. You think I got something in my jacket? Come around the counter, come take it out my pocket. Fuck you, man. Oops, cussing too early. Hold on. All right, man. Got a lot to unpack on this episode. My nose is still bothering me. What's it is? Day 7. It's not as bad as it was last week, but it's oh man, got some medicine coming in from the pharmacy, so that should get me clear. So let me play this audio. Actually, let me run this intro, man. I'm gonna run the intro while I share this link out. Y'all bear with me. What up, Bola? What up, Bolas? Let me run this intro. Let's start the show up.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet. These niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shoot. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad. This that squad sound.
Oh shit, I ain't got my lighter. Where my lighter at? God. Gotta run to the car real quick. My bad.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
From a good dream I awake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bush, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up, my boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes here so ratchet, these niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash, take this job, shove it up your area. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate.
All right, there we go. Now we can start the show. What's poppin', man?
Hey, it's Antonio Tarver, champion. You watching Marq Nash at Breaking Beach. I usually don't do drops, but I'm gonna give you one, bro. I'm gonna give you one. I love you, champ.
Appreciate it. What's poppin'? What's happening? What's going on? You back in the lab with your favorite nigga, your man Marq Nash. That's how that nigga sounded at the store telling me, empty your buckets. Something is in your buckets. I know something sound like the Quickie Mart nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I was offended too. I ain't gonna lie. I was offended. All right, so look. Let me do this Neighbors Only roll call. Let's jump right into the content, man. Got a good story plan for y'all. Let's take it from the top. Let's do this Neighbors Only roll call, because without the neighbors, the show wouldn't be the show at this level. Yeah. Couldn't do it without you. So, I'm going to do this Neighbors Only roll call. As soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to jump right into the audio, and we're going to break this down. After I play that clip, then I'll drop the link, because I don't want people interrupting the video, while I'm trying to play it and tell everybody what's going on. So I'll drop the link after that. Let me play the clip first. All right? So let's take it from the top. Shout out to all the neighbors. Couldn't do it without you, man. Big Blunts and Boxing. What's poppin'?
What up?
Smoke something with me, man.
Gangsta.
Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. Damn, you selling pounds?
What up?
Big Hova, I thought I told you.
What up, gangsta?
Here to there.
What up?
Stephen Bateman all the way in Australia. Mama, we made it all way to Australia.
What up, gangsta?
Is that Stephen Brimley?
What up?
Shout out to the unbiased fan, Brim Reaper.
What up, gangsta?
Juan Davila, the Rilla, a.k.a. Poxy Magic. That guy clips 330 early. Mr. Golden State Holding, a.k.a. the back end king.
What up, gangsta?
Lisa Bell, she never fails. Shout out to Taylor Bell with TapTech, unlocksim.com. Unlock your next device today.
What up, gangsta?
NC Conquest, that's in Conquest. NC, they do it the best.
What up, gangsta?
I am _ Cam Edwards. Stone Tangerine, stay mean. Megazard the guard. Shout out to Ace Retro, let's go. Ill Status Boxing, what's poppin'? I know boxing. Ricardo Johnson. Electro Jed, stay getting this bread.
What up, gangsta?
On the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr., the XO Factory, Dub Right Side, Raheem the Dream Soto, my boy LD, a.k.a. Like That, Girl Behind the Mic, a.k.a. Memory, shout out to my sister Memo, Major Key Boxing, Cooking with the Champ, a.k.a. Champion Heart, On the Floor with Shelton Moore, SLG, Sam F, Kendall, D-Lo 404 Boxing, Karma Serene with the Serene Saturdays, Nick Rich and his bitch. Shout out to my sister Nikki in Central Florida. Aaron Parker, the Big Talker. Transcendent Sports Channel, my Filipino brother from another all the way in Canada. Shout out to Canada. Fistiana Fights. She just might.
What up, gangsta?
Jacob Sims. That's him. Haplo. Let's go. DJ MFB. That's my boy Mike from Boston. Shout out to Boston. Miss Queen Sunkissed. Shout out to Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire. It's 9-time champion Nonito. True Media Today, USA Boxing. That's my guy, Coach Malachi Williams. Puro. Food Revolution. AK Foodie with the Beauty. KP from KC5. Matt Wade. Beyond Above Media. Pittsburgh T. SF City Slicker. Rider of the Storm. Matty Yoel. Cliff Bailey. Con Shawnery. Shout out to my guy HLD. What up, HLDZ?
What up, gangsta?
Cooking with Sir Senior,
What up?
D Bevel the Champ,
What
and of
up?
course the big fish himself, my good brother Derek Lincoln.
What up, gangsta?
All right, let's just jump right into it. I got the audio queued up. This is Suge Knight telling his account of what happened with Akon in this situation. Let's play it. Where the play button at? Okay. Lost my spot right there. I gotta fast forward. It's about at the
media.
I'm gonna fast forward. Had it already queued up too. I lost my spot playing that. Go back.
Heard there.
Yeah, these are some serious allegations. Let's play it.
Who is Akon? Look here, boy. Let me explain this to you. Let's tell the truth.
Now, were you there when it happened?
I was there on all 4 approaches.
So you're saying Suge approached you 3 other times?
Oh yeah, me and Suge was always going back and forth. Always.
Over what?
I wouldn't have brought it up, but since you're gonna bring it up and say what it was all about, let's tell the real truth.
You know Suge.
Yeah.
Trying to get some tax, trying to get the toll.
And one of my homegirls, she was a hustler. She had a little sister, 13 years old. Her best friend was 12 years old.
From what I heard, there was a producer that Suge was
Right.
representing.
It was a kid named Detail who I signed.
Detail,
Who
exactly.
signed, right.
She in the car with her. You in Detail called her. She said, I got my little sister and her best friend with me. I said, well, let's stop by for a second. She go by y'all hotel, in y'all room. She get a call. The dude was at the hotel she met when she was coming to see you motherfuckers. He said, come by, that's for 20 minutes. She said, I can't do it right now. I got to take my little sister's home and her friend. I'll be back in an hour. He said, come by 20 minutes. I got a big payday for you. You, Akon, said, go ahead. You can leave your little sister and her friend right here. We'll order them something to eat. She go up to the next room. Gonna come back in 20 minutes. She said she come back about 35 minutes. When she get back in the room, her little sister and her other little girl don't want to eat. They look scared. They crying. When she get in the car with them, they tell them, Akon, you fucked the little girl 13. Detail fucked the little girl 12 years old. Y'all basically raped her. So when she told me I pull up on her, she said she going to the police to put you motherfuckers in jail for rape. I said, nah, we don't do that telling on the police. Motherfucker, deal with it. I promise you that. So I was trying to catch you motherfuckers about that situation.
So Josh said, yo, we can go to the bathroom if you can fight. We could fight if that's what you want to do. And he said at that point, Suge was like, motherfucker, I don't fight. I'll have your mother killed. You know, I'll have your whole family killed. I'll have... And Josh said he just had enough at that point.
Now, you want to turn around and act like, oh, one of your homeboys knocked me out. Well, that didn't happen. Yeah, nigga swung. That ain't shit. I get there, get at y'all. I'm with my girl and the bitch. Y'all got about 20 motherfuckers with you. Akon, you went and got the police. The police got on me. Nobody said nothing till the police got there. He swung. The police tased me like I had all kind of shit. That took forever to get the shit off me. All the little wire tasing shit. I didn't trip. No harm, no foul. I didn't say shit. You shouldn't say shit. I tell you I need to holler at him and holler at you. Y'all playing these games was ducking. They tell me y'all up there with Chris Brown. I pull up there with a bitch. It's 20 of you motherfuckers. I get out. I holler at nephew. Tell him I'll catch him later. Fired on your motherfucking brother. Chipped his motherfucking tooth. He fell to the ground, get up running, and take off running. And the rest of y'all ran. That's the end of that. So a chomo ass motherfucker don't get to putting off stories and you know the truth. But at the end of the day, that's like weirdo shit. I'm more important about, if I'm gonna be talking where, number one, I'm in prison. I'm doing motherfucking time. Since I'm doing time, you know, I feel I can give back anywhere I can. The second thing, don't speak on my mother. Reds, you know. And one thing about my family, I come from a big-ass family. My bitches got money. Shit, I could have sold one car. My mother had money before she passed away. And jewelry. So when somebody said they want to help out and pay for a funeral and contribute, nobody don't ask them the next motherfucker. If they volunteer, oh well, because a lot of motherfuckers calling saying, what could they do? So, Whack, we ain't going to get into all that bullshit you talking. You know, we ain't going to get into no pissing contest. We already know the real on that shit.
So you saying you ain't got the money to bury your mother?
So let's pause it right
He
there.
like I'm a little short.
All right, let's pause it right there, because now he's going into the Whack 100 sword. So there you have it. There you have it. Suge Knight. For the people asking, is that Vlad? It's two different interviews. Akon is telling a story to Vlad about the confrontations he had with Suge and they was always beefing. Suge is doing an interview with Dave Mays, and they're cutting back and forth between Akon, what Akon is saying to Vlad, and what Suge is saying to Dave Mays. Suge's interview is not on Vlad. It's on Apple Podcasts. It's about 30 minutes. And but it's not, the whole thing isn't about Akon. That clip right there, what you heard is all that he said about Akon. Then he kind of just goes right into the Whack 100 thing. My question is, what do you guys think of that story? Do you believe it? Do you believe it's true? Akon has responded. Akon said, hey, I'm putting cases on all you bitches. And I would too. If it's not true, you gotta sue. You gotta sue. For stuff like this, you gotta sue. You gotta Tasha K this whole, gotta Cardi B this whole situation. You gotta Cardi B this whole situation. You can't let that slide. I couldn't let it slide. Especially if you got Akon money to sue, but you don't sue Suge Knight. He's in jail. He don't care. You will sue Dave Mays and the production if it's not true. So my thing is, Dub said, is there proof? You better have proof if you putting this out there as Dave Mays. Dave Mays got to be careful with these kind of interviews, because you can get sued for platforming somebody putting out lies. 1 second, let me blow my nose. Excuse me, I didn't want to blow my nose in y'all ear. Yeah, you can definitely get sued for hosting a show, and I just have people up here just telling lies. Hey, he did this, he did that. Oh yeah, man. I think that's something we was talking about the other day. Was I on somebody's show, or somebody was on my show, and we was talking about the difference between slander and libel. I think that was it. Yeah, that was here. And me and Foodie was going back and forth. I was like, yeah, bottom line, if you say it, you better have some proof. Because if you say the wrong thing about somebody and it's not true, you will be sued, i.e. Cardi B, Tasha K. Wow. I think that's very interesting, because he says, again, if you listen to his story, his version of accounts is, my shorty, she was a hustler. We go to, basically the guy calls and say, hey, look, come to the hotel. It's Akon telling her to come to the hotel in detail. While she's there, somebody calls her to come upstairs or goes to another floor to make a play. Whatever that play is. I wish you would have gave us more details. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what she doing? Cornrows or something? When you say she a hustler, was she upstairs fucking other people? Like, what is her hustle? You get what I'm saying? Because a lot goes into that. And she got a 12 and 13, got her 13-year-old sister and her 13-year-old sister best friend with her. Then you get those two people, you take them there, you leave them. Say, I just need to run upstairs. Akon tells her, hey, just leave him here. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we ordered something to eat. You go upstairs, come on right back. Yeah, I'll be back in 20 minutes. Instead of 20 minutes, it was 30, 35. And when she come back, the girl's crying, they don't want to eat. And, yo, these are heavy allegations. Shout out my boy Puro, what up? Heavy allegations right here from Suge Knight towards Akon. Pittsburgh T said, I wonder what the ladies involved are saying actually happened. I would love to hear that too. But basically, according to Suge, he was like, yo, I told him I just handle in the street. So that's part of the reason why they were always beefing. Wow. So, based off what y'all heard, man, who you believe? Shit, let me play this other clip. I think I got a clip right here. Is it Akon saying he gonna sue, or is it just a tweet? Because Akon has responded. Akon definitely has responded, as he should. These some serious allegations. Akon, Suge Knight response. Did I have it saved? Respond. Okay, so Akon denied Suge Knight's claims, calling the story a lie. He said the world knows a lie when they hear it. It's unfortunate that this man is going out like this. It's sad and seriously embarrassing. Nah, nigga, you gotta say more than that. Let's say more than that. Let me see.
TV, this is your boy DJ.
Let me see.
So
he basically said, I'll pray for you. I'm still gonna pray for you and all of that.
And one of my homegirls.
Nah, is this it?
So a chomo ass motherfucker.
Nah, so it ain't no so it's no audio. He just put a tweet out. Nah, bro, a tweet ain't gonna do it. My bad, Akon. Let me share the screen, man. Akon, you gotta say more than, hey man, that's a lie. And it's sad he going out like that. Bruh. These are wild allegations. Foodie, what up? These are some wild allegations. Do y'all think Suge lying? Is he lying? And if so, what would be his motive other than maybe he was embarrassed because Akon told that story about him getting knocked out? But he said, hey, that's not true. So is he trying to up the claims? Like, you told one lie about me, I'm going to tell another lie about I don't know. So, I don't know. Serious allegations. But he said the world knows a lie when they hear it. Nigga, I don't know this a lie, Akon.
Never heard of it.
Why you say that? What you mean the world knows a lie when they hear it? I don't know. This story is pretty detailed for me. Now we need the girl to come out. We need to hear from the lady. It was her sister. We need to hear from the 13-year-old girl or the best friend or somebody. Somebody else got to tell us something. The Fans Corner, what's up? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Somebody said, I believe Suge. That's not a real denial to rape. Yeah, like, you talking about Akon's denial? He said, I believe Suge. That's not a real denial. Right, Akon, let me see this tweet at. Let me find this tweet, put a tweet on the screen for you. Didn't like that part where he just said, what did he say? My voice you heard on his podcast. Okay. Excuse me. This is Akon's response. Okay. My voice you heard on his podcast was a soundbite previously recorded from an interview I did with Vlad 3 years ago regarding Suge Knight in 2009. So it's 2023. So he's doing an interview in 2020 about an incident that happened 11 years prior, 2009. Akon continued, I've never been a guest on Suge Knight's podcast. So he basically saying, hey, look, I'm not even on the show. I guess people confused about that. He said, I always believe in building positivity in the world, and my actions and legacy have spoken to that. It's unfortunate that I have to defend myself from these lies, and I will be involving my legal team in filing a defamation lawsuit against Mr. Knight. My prayers for him will still continue. Better than me. Okay. Suge Knight said one of his homegirls told him that Akon. So this is secondhand information. He didn't witness anything. Everything Suge got, he got from this girl. His homegirl said producer Akon and the producer Detail SA'd two teenage girls, 13 and 12. He did not say when the alleged assault happened, but did claim he told the woman not to go to the authorities because he would handle it himself. Akon said that his issues with Suge Knight, a convicted felon eligible for parole in 2034. He ain't got too much longer. Still a long time though. Akon shared that the world knows a lie when they hear it. It's unfortunate that the man who's going to, hey, look, I don't know. I do not know. If it's not true, you got to sue. You got to sue him, though. But like I said, what's the point of suing Suge? You probably need to be suing Dave Mays. Put a cease and desist on that podcast, get that removed, take my name, image, and likeness out of that, all of that stuff, right? Somebody said there's no statute of limitations on it. I just think that's crazy. That's a wild allegation. This Suge Knight podcast, man, gonna be lit. This episode 1, he don't win at Whack, Akon, Warren G. Oh, Suge Knight coming out swinging, baby. Hey, look, make me feel good about my little one collect call I got with Suge Knight on the line recorded, man. I'm like, damn, this what he doing with it? That's probably why Sam Watson, when he was on the phone with Suge on the collect call, I was like, who that? He was like, Suge. I said, oh, want me to cut the camera off? He said, no, just keep it recording, bring it on in. Y'all know, if you ever heard Sam Watson talk, he's like, no, you good, motherfucker, come on. Now I look back and I see why, because Suge don't have a problem with people recording the calls or filming the calls. He was like, he don't care. He know this shit's being recorded anyway. I was like, oh, okay. Somebody said, if it's not true, you gotta sue. For example, if it happened 20 years ago, then why is Suge talking about it now? Because Akon did an interview about him 3 years ago. Maybe that Vlad interview just getting to him. Or maybe he was asked about it. Who knows? But he was asked, he's responding to he's responding to everybody. It's a podcast. Food Revolution said, my point is, they should have an attack of conscience way down the line. Oh, no, he got a podcast. So he was asked about it. Could be a little tick for tat. Miss Queen Sunkiss, what up? Somebody said, what's the timeline on the, we don't have a date. He didn't say the date. He didn't say. But they have been beefing since 2009 or around that time or earlier, right? According to Akon, they had 4 different run-ins with each other. Foodie said he's slandering him, therefore he can file a defamation of character lawsuit if Suge has no proof. Doug Wright said, I wouldn't pray for him, but I'm probably a heathen as well. Nah, man, a lot of people wouldn't pray for somebody. Hold on, let me plug this up. Shit down. I know what the Bible says. Pray for your enemies and all of that, but let's keep it a buck. A lot of people don't pray for their enemies, man. A lot of people don't pray for their enemies. That's neither here nor there. Let's keep it moving, though. Let's keep it moving. Somebody said a podcast behind bars. Yeah, it's called Collect Calls with Suge. That's what it's called. Collect Calls with Suge. Make sure I got the phone line open as well if you guys want to call in and voice your opinion. Also, if you are a member to the neighborhood, I got the link pinned at the top so you can join the conversation. Make sure I got that right there. Bear with me. Let me pin this at the top. Gotta play this next clip. I'm moving right through him. I'm gonna move right through him too. Because that story right there is real sensitive, man. And I really don't have a lot to say about it, I don't think, because I want to see what's gonna happen next. What is Akon gonna do? But that tweet, that response, that little weak ass tweet, man, that ain't gonna get it for me. Or that tweet, hey, I'm gonna sue. Man, you better, man, you should have already sued. You should be suing instead of tweeting. I mean, I would have to sue everybody. I would have to get Dave Mays, Apple Podcasts. Y'all need to take this episode down, the whole 9. Because that's crazy. That's a crazy allegation. Dub said, I thought I was a member, but I can't hit the link, respectfully. You are a member. You are a member. What, the link ain't working? The link ain't linking? What happened to the link? Doug, something wrong with the link? Lisa said, Dub, he said, I thought I was a member, but I can't hit the link, respectfully. Yeah, the link hit. Something wrong with the link. Let me check the link. Let me see what's going on. What is Dub talking about? Said I thought I was a member. You are a member. Let me see. What's going on here? Let me see. Pinned at the top. Click the link. Oh, the link ain't working. Okay, the link is not linking. Thank you. Thanks, Dub. I appreciate that. Let me copy and try it again. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's not working. That did not work. Appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. Let me try it again. All right, try that one. Let me see what's going on. Let me try it. Appreciate you letting me know, buddy. Somebody said the link stink. Yeah, the link ain't linking. Let me see. Oh, there you go. So that I might have made an error when I copied and pasted. That's my fault. Let me replace the pinned comment. Sorry about that. There we go. My bad. Hey, look. My bad. Put a case on me. Yo, but that's crazy though. So they say Suge Knight, Bruno 34. Now, when I'm looking at this case right here, man, how you gotta have some kind of proof. Like, why would Dave Mays even put that out with zero? Like, he gotta have some kind of checking his sources. He gotta check this to make sure this is right. What up, Dub?
What up, Mark? Go ahead, man. I just wanted to jump on in. I got feedback. It might be me. Hold on.
Oh, no, it's me. Hold on one second. Let me check. Let me switch this. There you go. Try it now.
Testing 1, 2, 3. No, we good. No, I just want to jump on and rock with you. Keep going, keep kicking, man. I think this is an interesting topic, so I'll jump in. Oh, go ahead.
Give me your take. I've been talking about it for 30 minutes, almost 40 minutes. I was about to go to the next topic.
Well, you got to have proof on these things that you're saying. This is because, especially when you're talking about somebody, a 13-year-old. I mean, this is very incriminating. You know what I'm saying? If it's true what you're saying, so I would like to see some proof behind it. That's what I would say. I don't doubt it. The reason I don't doubt it is because I'm a conspiracy theorist at heart, and so I believe a lot of this stuff goes on in these circles. But at the same time, if there's no proof behind it, hey, you're an innocent man until you're proven guilty. So we need to see some proven evidence, in my opinion.
Yo, I remember it was a clip going around of Akon. If you type in Akon young girl, you see different videos coming up. You see this a video. Let me see if it's a video of Akon on stage dancing with daggering. What's that? And what that move is called when you start humping the girl real hard, like over the Jamaican beats. But look at this is Akon doing all of this. Come to find this girl was underage too. She on the floor twerking and dancing, and he on top of her daggering, putting his face down for her muff, lifting her up. The crowd going crazy. He picks her up like this, and this girl is a minor too.
This girl is underage?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Another video. Is it another video? I think it's another one.
Finding Akon burning up the bill.
Let me see.
Can I ask a quick question, Mark? I just want to, and this is a question. No, what's the word when you don't need an answer for the question?
Rhetorical.
There we go. How did an individual underage get into the concert and on stage without anybody knowing? Where are the parents? What is going on? Why was she even up there? Respectfully.
Shit, kids go to concerts, man. And the concert don't tell you got to be 18 and over to get in, like the movie theater.
Agreed. That's a fact.
Yeah, so I don't know, bro. I don't know, but somebody said I remember that concert. He was banned from that country. Somebody said, "Yep, it's the one Marq just showed." So yeah, so that was kind of wild. So when people remember Akon from that and then hear these kind of allegations, they start saying, it might be true. You know?
No, and this is why, like you say, put a case on them, because now we need to see when you have this already. I've never seen those clips. I don't really follow Akon like that. I don't really follow music like that, to be honest. So when you see that clip and then you hear what Suge is talking about, unfortunately for Akon, it does give some credibility to the story that the man is bringing out. So now we need you to come out and to deny this, and then you need to have evidence as far as how the man is lying on you. This is what I'm looking for now. Although I still think at the end of the day, the man is innocent until proven guilty. But the circumstantial evidence is continuously, especially the way you putting it together, my brother, is mounting against you, Akon. It's mounting against you.
Okay. All right, let's play this. I gotta play this next clip, man. We gotta get to this next clip, man, because this looks bad. Let me read a couple of comments. He was a huge pop icon songwriter. Yeah, he was huge at that time. He was huge. Somebody said he moved back to Ghana. Con Shiner said not looking good. Queen P said, I remember that young lady. She had snuck in there. Okay. He was banned from the country. PB Awakening said, yep, she was 14 and 15. He claimed he didn't know. That doesn't really excuse people. I get where you're coming from, but they'll say, hey, look, your responsibility is to know. Shout out to Sean Connery for being a member for 13 months. Hey, Queen P, you got to call in. You got to use the phone line. It's a members-only panel tonight. Members-only panel. So you got to use the phone line.
Marq, did you know what country he was banned from for doing this? Do you know?
I don't know. It's somewhere on Google, I'm sure.
Okay.
Somewhere on Google. Let me go to this next topic. Let's go to this next topic, man. I want to hear what you guys think about this. Charleston White back in the news. He's back in the news. And he's making some points on this single mom thing. Some people say he went too far. Some people say he right on point. If you're a member to the neighborhood, you know I did a video about this earlier today. Depending on what level you are on the membership, you saw a different version. I got an extended version. It's like 17 minutes, and I got a shorter one. It's about 8 to 10 minutes. But I want you guys to hear this video, listen to it, and we're going to respond and break it down. Is he right? Is he wrong? I'll let you guys be deciding one. While I'm doing that, I do fully want to say that. Hold on, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Bear with me. I'll save it myself. My bad. I got you right here. Charleston White.
Shout out to Patricia. She said it was in Trinidad. Amazing. Amazing.
Hold on. 786, you on the mix. Tell me your name, where you from.
Hey, this is Queen P.
Hey, Queen P, how you doing?
Good, and you? I just wanted to give some insight about the last video you showed with Akon, because it seemed like the Bright Side was asking about it.
Sure.
But I remember that situation because he was banned from that country. So usually when Akon has a concert, he would have a young lady go on the stage with him, and he would dry hump them on the stage as a part of his show. You're not up there, like, you could always say no. But in regards to that young lady, I think she's like the daughter of like a high official member in Trinidad. She snuck in and she was able to, get in, like many young teens may sneak in a club or have a fake ID. And yeah, he did apologize. They banned him from the country, so he can't be there. And there's an article about it too.
Is he banned for life?
So, that's a good question, because let me see. This happened in 2007 when I see this article. I'm trying to see if it was banned for life. I don't know, but I know he was banned from Trinidad because of the incident. Like, he did like a whole apology. He apologized to the fans, the Trinidad community, just, and said that it wasn't his intent to embarrass or take advantage of any of his fans in any way. especially that young lady under 18. Some people felt like she didn't look like a minor. Could be that she probably had on makeup and whatever she wore could have deceived the bouncer, but she was able to sneak in. And as a result of that incident,
she had very, very good seats too, clearly.
Yeah, but from the fallout of that incident, Verizon pulled their $3 million sponsorship deal for the Gwen Stefani Sweet Escape tour because he was scheduled to be a part of the supporting act. They pulled from that concert.
Oh man, that's $3 million. A $3 million deal gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. And real quick, if you don't mind, Mark.
Go for it.
Well, there's a few things to say. The first thing is to have a senior executive of the country to have that daughter be the one that you picked and pulled on stage. That's problematic in its own right. But overall, for you to correct me if I'm wrong, the man apologized for doing this, correct?
Mm-hmm. He did. She was a 15-year-old.
So maybe he didn't know, but at the end of the day, even if you didn't know, it's your responsibility to know, to treat these individuals the way you treat them and do the things that you're doing. So when you bring this type of point out, go ahead.
Or are you saying this towards the club owners or the bouncer who's supposed to know that's checking in the people that comes into their establishment? Or are you saying this towards Akon? Because while I get what you're saying in the sense that one should make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's when dating someone, because sometimes some people who are younger or underage may appear to look grown to some people, especially if their bodies are curved. I mean, I feel like she should have never been there anyway.
I agree with you. I agree that she shouldn't have been there. Oh, I might be out of order. Let me know.
Just talk, bro. Let's not do that.
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Just say your piece.
Go ahead.
Just say your piece, bro. Let's not. You ain't got to do that. Please don't do that all night like you did last night.
I know. My bad. I won't be trying to interrupt. Anyway, so I agree with you. I agree 100% with you. My thing is if I'm Akon, I'm making sure that I'm letting my security know. I'm letting my people know, because although the venue, right, the head of the venue, they have certain responsibilities. I also have responsibility to protect myself. I got security. And so because of that, I'm going to make sure that I have individuals at the door, making sure anybody who come in here is of age, is eligible, can be what's the word I want to use here? They can properly consent to whatever happens if they get pulled on stage. This is what I would be looking for as if I was Akon. So if you weren't taking those, and I understand maybe he couldn't take those precautions. I don't know the exact situation, but I know if it was me and I was of that status, I would be trying my best to make sure that the individuals around and participating are of age or should be there, and I would have my team looking into it at every event that I'm throwing, especially if I'm gonna pull somebody on stage, dry hump them. It's almost like saying Nicki Minaj pull a 15-year-old man, a boy on stage and give him a lap dance. I'm gonna make sure that anything that I'm doing.
Video.
Say it again.
I was saying there was a situation where Sukiana actually to a 10-year-old in a music video. She was twerking on him.
Who is this?
Sukiana is a rapper and she's on Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Okay, I don't know Sukiana, but even she was wrong as well. She was wrong. So is she a rapper?
Yeah.
Sukiana, yeah.
Does she have a large following? Does she have enough to control the scene around her?
What do you mean by control the scene?
When I say control the scene, I'm saying make sure that my people have vetted the venue and make sure that anybody who's in this venue that may get pulled up on stage. It's a possibility when you go to a show. I'm just saying, are they of age? I would try my best to make sure that was vetted if I was those individuals.
With Sukiana, I don't think she cares. Now, I get what you're saying with Akon. Of course, everything going on when it comes to letting people in the club, being that 15-year-old minor was able to slip through the cracks and get in. Regarding Sukiana, I don't think she cares. Like, at the end of the day, she thrives off of the attention received, or the good or bad. It's some form of attention being
Let her finish,
received.
Dub. Let her finish, cause I want to hear the rest of that. No, I didn't hear the last part.
That's all.
No, you said she thrives off of what?
She thrives off of the attention. I mean, that's how she gets her popularity up. Like, she has like an explicit song that she had out some years ago where you can't even see it on YouTube. You'll have to go to her OnlyFans page, or you'll have to go on Pornhub to see it. And it's called Everywhere.
For a song?
Yeah, it's that explicit, and that is a video you do not want to watch on no kids. You might want to just be by yourself.
Amazing.
All right, go ahead, Doug. What you about to say? Because I'm gonna play this next clip.
Last point, I think is absolutely ridiculous. If we could say somebody, what's her name? Sukiana?
Sukiana.
Like Benny Hanna's Sukiana.
Hana. Is she Japanese?
She black, bro.
No,
she right hand.
Black.
She black, Doug.
Oh Lord, I'm out of touch. I apologize for being so. I apologize.
Yeah, Dub. I got a whole story about it on Members Only, and you a member, so you got access to it. Check it out.
I got to check that out. But all I'm saying is she under investigation right now?
No, Dub.
No.
Why not?
She still has her OnlyFans. She still does it. I mean, people were outraged when they saw the video of her twerking on a 10-year-old. And yes, people did comment about it. They were outraged about it.
Did you say a 10-year-old? Did you say 10-year-old?
Yes, Dub, you interrupting a little.
I apologize. I'm gonna shut up. Let me shut up, Mark. I apologize.
Yes.
Yes, she said it like 3-4 times. Yes, a 10-year-old boy. Yeah, all right. But this is her on the screen, Dub. I don't know if you're looking at the screen, if you can see, but this is her on the screen as well. So, what's up, Rakesh? All right. Well, I appreciate that, Queen P. Thanks for the insight on that. I'm gonna go to this next topic. You wanna stick on for this one, or you wanna call right back? You wanna listen? It's up to you.
What is the next topic?
Charleston White
I don't know. What's the next topic?
Charleston White says a mother's love is not enough to raise a son.
You know what? I'm gonna call right back. Let me just listen in the chat. Let me see in the background.
All right, my man. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, ma'am. Thank you. All right. I said my man. My bad. Shout out to Queen P.
I do have. Can I say one last thing on this point?
Go for it.
I feel and I think that Akon should be held accountable for anything, any individual he messed with that was underage, did anything with. He should be held accountable. The same thing with this lady, Sukiana. She should be held accountable as well. Y'all saying she twerked on a 10-year-old, she should be held accountable for that. And I think it should go both ways. That's all I'm saying. You're on mute, Mark. You're on mute. We can't hear you.
No, I was setting the clip up. You was finished? Or did you ask me?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I just want to say that. I think they should both be held accountable at the same standard, regardless.
Who is both? Both who and who? I'm sorry.
Sukiana, is it Sukiana? Sukiana and Akon. They should both be held at the same standard.
Well, her dancing on a boy and him actually, allegedly sexually assaulting a girl is two different things. Like rape, I'm sorry, I can't say the word, grapes and dancing. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Akon dancing on a girl. No, I'm talking about the original allegation that Suge talking about that he did. That's
we agree that. We agree. We agree.
Yeah.
No. If there was actual,
play this clip.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me play this next clip. So this is Charleston White. I was looking for the original video. No wonder I couldn't find it. They have taken this off the internet, well, off of World Star. So we'll play the audio here, but I can't find the video up there no more. Video, and we'll react to it afterwards.
A mother's love is not sufficient enough.
Bear with me. Let me turn this up.
People think nah, mother's love is not sufficient. He have to have some type of male love, and it has to be consistent to even balance out the consistency of a mother's love. Without that balance, mothers ruin boys. You love on them too long, you ruin them.
Stop it right there. He said mothers ruin boys. You love on them too much, you ruin them. Let's play some more.
At some point, he has to go through some training or some discipline, some hard teachings. Man, I ain't never been spanked by a man. I ain't never had a hug from a man. I ain't never heard a man say, I'm proud of you. It was all mama. Even though our uncles was around, they street guys. They teaching you the bullshit. And they young. So now I ain't never seen a man come out my mother's bedroom, but she had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So that aspect of just growing up with that missing piece of a male figure in your life, naturally, you seek out to fill that void away from your mother's home. The things that your mother tell you to do don't make sense amongst boys. When she fixing your coat as a little bitty boy and she giving you instructions on what to do to get back home, you don't when you become an adolescent and the things that your mother say to you, if you go out there and do that with other boys, you go get treated like a punk. And if your mother try to make you tough enough to go out there and deal with the boys, she might create a killer. So you can only show them how to be a good woman. Man, we had a homeboy. He used to sit down and pee. He never seen a man stand up and pee. Because your mother teach you to sit down and pee. That psychologically does something to a boy. Boys aren't supposed to sit down and pee. Well, what does mama do? She get you a pot and she trained you to sit down to pee. When do you learn to stand up? When? It's a whole lot of little boys sitting down peeing. When do you learn to stand up? Because all behavior is taught, all behaviors learn. Okay, well, where do you learn to sit down? Watching mama. Why you think little boy, mama's supposed to close the door when he try to come watch her pee? Most women let her infant boy come in the room, watch her pee, watch her get dressed, and he take on those traits and characteristics from here. You can put that same baby with a wolf, and he'll behave like a wolf. So you figure by the time this kid gets 9, 10 years old, he never sees a man stand up and pee. What do we learn? Prison is the tool God used to strengthen and make all of us better men. Our mothers can't do it. She tried. That's why.
Now let's pause right here. Now I was rocking with him on some of the, hey, look, you need a man, you need a man to teach a man how to be a man. I get some of that, but right here is where he started losing me, where he said prison is a tool that God created to teach people how to be a man. I gotta disagree with that. Let's play it.
Our mothers can't do it. She tried. That's why we all have to go to prison.
We don't.
That's why most of us who leave our single mother home have to go to prison and go meet some kind of man in prison. Say, now look at little homie. Let me show you how to throw your right hand. Now look at. Let me show you how to block that punch. He didn't know that before he got to prison. All the things that our mother tell us to do does not help us to be better men. As a matter of fact, the things that our mothers try to raise us to be, she's raising us to be the kind of men she wouldn't even date. Mama, can I get your?
But there you go. But basically, that's the gist of it. Actually, I played the last little bit.
Car keys. She'll give us her car keys all the way up until she's 30. But the man she dates, she won't. But she'll give it to her. And the man she dating sit up and say, boy, you let that boy do every goddamn thing. He can get your money. He lied to you. I lied to you, goddamn. I'm fucking you. Is he fucking you? You and your boy fucking? Motherfucker start thinking of a woman and her son fucking because she make him her man. And he be a weak motherfucking man. When he leave his mama, he be weak in a motherfucker at another woman's house trying to play man. That's why he run back to mama. That's why mama in his business and know what's going on between him and his girlfriend. That's why she want to know. She raising him to be this weak man that she wouldn't even date her motherfucking self. The black man that our mothers are telling us to be don't even exist in her bed. Our mothers are telling us to be the kind of man she can't even attract into the house. So how can she guide me to be a man when she don't even have a man? She don't even know a man. Her daddy was fucked up. Her brother was fucked up. My daddy was fucked up. She had a baby by my sisters. How can she tell me what kind of man to be? She ain't, mama, you ain't got a man. Or if the man you got, look what kind of man you got. Mama, how you gonna shape us boys to be this kind of man that don't even exist but nowhere in your head?
The man that you want, you trying to shape us to be, don't exist nowhere in your head. I saw the video, Queen P. I'll share it on the community tab. I'm not gonna play that on YouTube. I just saw it. That will get the video taken down if I play that video. It definitely involves a minor. But I appreciate you taking the time to send. That wasn't the clip I was looking for. I was trying to find this video that I'm playing now of Charleston White, and I can't find that on the internet. I mean, I can't find that on World Star. But all right, Dub, what do you think about what Charleston White had to say? I'll give you the you are my guest, so you get the first bite at the apple. Go for it.
He's absolutely correct. He's correct. I grew up with I grew up with my grandmother, my great grandmother, and my mother. Who I am now isn't who I've always been. It's interesting to me because one thing I ask about, right, and this goes into the point that Charleston White was making. One thing I ask about is my great grandfather, my grandmother's father, right? He died in 86. I was born in 88. Never had a chance to meet the man. Never had a chance. I know how people talk about Papa. That's what they called him. I know how they talk about him. Never had a chance to meet him. One thing that I realized is like Charleston White said, a lot of times when a man, luckily for me, I did have my cousins' fathers to grow up around. Both of my cousins' fathers for Father's Day, shit, I send them father. I send both of my uncles Father Day cards. I make sure I spend time with them because they helped raise me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have my dad there, and I needed them. The reason I needed them because there were certain things that they would do for me that I know my mama wasn't gonna do. I go play basketball with my aunt, and he'll beat my ass. I get mad, want to fight, want to cry, and get what he say. But take your ass on then. Go on back to your house then. He gonna be tough on me. Men need the toughness. This is what we need. And a lot of times, like Charleston White said, it's hard for a woman to raise a man. At the end of the day, I don't disagree with what he's saying. I don't disagree with it. I actually agree with the majority of what he's saying because I do think that you have to have that, or a man has to have that role model to follow behind. And a lot of times, if you follow behind what women set as what a man should be, they raising you to be something that they don't even like. This is a fact. If you look at the majority of males that's raised by women, right? what you end up with is a lot of men who are scared, who are afraid. These are the same individuals, even when they brought up the prison situation. These are the same individuals that's there. When you have a male figure, hence the reason I want to stay in my son's life, because I want him to see, hey, it's other ways to handle things. I need you to be logical. I don't need you to be emotional. I need you to be logical. And if I can make my son logical, I feel that it's going to help him tremendously throughout life, because I wasn't always raised behind logic. I was really raised behind emotion. It took me understanding what my uncles, and I argue with their ass. Like I told you, wanted to fight their ass at times. But it took that for me to understand what a man is and how a man acts versus how a woman acts, respectfully. And those are two different standards that men and women hold. And so I agree with what Charleston White is saying.
Okay. Couple things here. I definitely disagree with Charleston White on, and I think his talking points are very surface level on certain points. I think it's very surface level, and it's knee jerking and it's triggering to some people. I think he does that on purpose. He's very polarizing. He's a very provocative individual. I think he does that on purpose. Because here's the deal, and here's the real for real. He doesn't talk about in that what the father's role should be, other than, well, you need to love on them single mothers, ruin the boys. Well, some of those men leaving ruin those boys too. It's not just she's a single mom. She's like, she didn't get pregnant by herself. Some dude got on top of her, humped on her, skeeted up in her, and just said, well, I'm out of here. Well, you know, a man got to do what a man got to do. You know, I'm not ready to be a dad right now. Or have a family with her, or make a baby with her, don't take care of that kid, and then later on down the line finds another lady. She already got a baby. You don't marry the girl with a kid and had another baby with her, and then you want to be a dad. You're a stepdad to her kids more than you are a father to your own. So that's one thing I disagree with him on. Two, when he starts saying God created the prisons to teach men, no, man. God created prisons to teach men how to be men, because, you know, you need to learn how to throw a right hook and block a punch. Hold up, bro. I know a whole bunch of fighters, and I'm around fighters all the time. They don't go to prison. You don't need to go to prison to learn how to box, dog. You need to go to a dojo or a boxing gym. You don't need to be like, well, I'm going to prison so I can learn how to. I just didn't like the messaging. It seems like at times he was promoting prisons. It seems like it's a time where, hold up, Doug, I see you coming off mute. I didn't interrupt you once. Let me speak. I think he was I just think it sends out a negative message. I think it's triggering to on purpose, though. I think he does it on purpose to get a knee-jerk reaction, but it's cool. I'm always down for a conversation, but the way he frames it, as in a mother's love isn't enough. It's a lot of successful men out there and women that grew up with a single mom. What about the duality? What about the flip side to that coin? Is a father's love enough to raise a daughter by herself? I just think it was I just think the way he Dub, you coming off mute again. I guess you're trying to cut me off. It's like you're trying to rush me. I didn't cut you off once. Let me speak. Matter of fact, I'm done. Fuck it. Say what you got to say, then we're gonna let Foodie talk.
No. I value your opinion. I'm not trying to cut you off.
Go for it. What was you about to say?
No. I wasn't gonna say anything. Matter of fact, I accidentally hit the unmute button. Respectfully, I didn't even have anything to say. I was listening to what you were saying.
Cool. Go ahead, Foodie. What you got then?
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing?
What up, though?
Shout out to Foodie, man. Shout out to the queen.
What up? What up, Dove? Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you just said, Marq. A lot of the things that he says, he does believe them to be true. But when these conversations come up between who's the better single parent or who's needed in the home and who's not in the home, a lot of times we don't put into context what type of man because a lot of the people who are in prison or make bad choices in life have been led by other men. I have yet to see a female gang leader. Most violent crimes are caused by men leading other men. Most crime in general, violent crimes, crimes that get men into jail are led by men, leading, and they're following other men that have set that example, not the women. Now, it's not a woman's job to jump in and stop them from making those decisions once they make those decisions. But another thing that's not brought in is what environment are these young men being raised in? Because I think environment plays a huge role in how a person turns out. It's nature versus nurture. A lot of the people who end up in prison that are in single parent homes are being raised in very violent, low income, poverty stricken environments. All single women are not raising sons or daughters in these environments. And you will see the difference between the mothers that raise their kids in non-violent environments versus the ones who do. So we always look at only, what the hood niggas are turning out like that come from the hood versus the kids that grow up in more upper class or middle class environments, how they turn out, the schools they go to. Like you said, putting your kids in karate and putting them in football and putting them in other, sports and things like that. Like you said, that there are other strong men that do lead their families. Those examples, setting those examples for them. Those environments, those kids turn out better than the ones that are being raised in poverty. So I think whether you're raised by a single man or a single woman in a violent environment, you're more likely to follow those examples versus if you are raised in a better environment.
My bad, Foodie. I was typing, but I'm listening. All right. So nature versus nurture is how you say it, right? Depends on the person being with them. Because just because you have two parents in a home, don't mean you're gonna just go to Harvard, right? I mean,
so not just the person raising them, but the environment that they're being raised in by that person.
Because you can have a negative role model. Just because you got a dad in the house don't mean he's a good dad. That's what you're saying, correct?
Yes, and we see plenty examples of that. There are some, some of these boys become abusers because they see their father in the home being an abuser or a dope dealer or, other, negative examples, or being, LGBTQ person that's actually, covert, living in a home, and they pick up those traits from that person, or kids that are abused by the men in their home in any way or shape or form. They turn out horrible, and they hate their parent, their father, or whatever, even if they have a father in the home or a father that's not involved in raising them at all. It just comes home and cracks open a beer and just sees mom working and just doing everything. You know what I'm saying? There are lots of different examples.
Go ahead, Doug.
I don't disagree with that. Matter of fact, I agree 100%. The thing is where my what I would say. Let me put it this way. What I would say is that I do agree that you do have bad fathers in the household. Can't disagree with that. But I think that even there are times with men, and when I look at this, I have to look at it from an overall standpoint. I look at it as far as men dealing with women first, and then how men can go and progress themselves throughout their lives. What I would say is that, yeah, you are going to have those individuals who are abusers, who are cheaters. You're going to have those. The thing is that even with that, a woman, and correct me if I'm wrong, Food Revolution, respectfully, correct me if I'm wrong. A woman would prefer a man that's going to be a man. And 9 times out of 10, a man that's a man has to be raised by a man to understand how to be a man. The Bible tells you, I'm not that religious, but I think the Bible is a great way to live. because a lot of the information it gives you, Ababa will tell you it's a struggle for a woman to raise a man. The reason being is because female logic and male logic is totally different. Are there going to be flaws in men raising other men? Absolutely. Absolutely. But if I ask you, Food Revolution, I don't know if you're married. I don't know your relationship status. Don't really care. Respectfully, I say that respectfully. What I would say is that you would want a man to be a man in the relationship that you're garnering with him. And when I say a man be a man, if you need me to explain, I will. But I think you understand what I'm saying. And a lot of times, what we have gotten and what we see, the reason I hear women say on a regular basis now, men aren't truly men anymore. They're not the men of the latter day. The reason being is because they was raised by women, respectfully.
All right, go ahead, pass it around. Go ahead, Foodie. And opening statements are over, so if you want to jump in at any time, you feel free to jump in. I just want to make sure everybody got a chance to give me that opening statement reaction to that video. I'll say this, Dub. I thought you said you was raised by women yourself.
I was raised by my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my mother. The thing is I had so much influence, and like I said earlier, from my cousins' fathers, my uncles. They technically ain't my uncles,
but they didn't raise you though.
No, they didn't raise me. But hold on, I'm gonna give context on it. And matter of fact, I'll give an exact example. I'll give an example of it.
Let's hear it.
My mother understood that I was out of control. When I got to 7th grade, 8th grade, I was trying to do what the fuck I wanted to do. You couldn't tell me nothing. What happened? She sent me with my uncle. I spent that summer with my uncle, wheelbarrowing concrete. That and also not just the concrete, which that was hell, but not just that, also being around him, my cousin's dad, on a daily basis. I stayed over there. I was around him, and it helped mold me and show me that, all right, you can't look at things like this, because if I go into the job looking at things like this, I'm gonna leave crying. That's what's gonna happen, and it has happened. It did happen. I was so pissed. But what I had to understand is my uncle, he ain't against me. The man trying to put rule down on me. He's showing this is the rules. This is how things are gonna happen, and you're gonna conform and work under these rules. You stand with me right now. That's what he's saying to me, and it helped me understand and showed me. Same thing with my other uncle. Went and pulled copper out of base housing with him, working with him, and had to understand there's hierarchy here. When that hit me, it helped me in sports. It helped me in multiple different ways. And so, although I'm a product of my grandmother, my mother, and my great grandmother. I'm a product of that. But because I did have those stern influences on me, having to deal with them on a regular basis, it helped guide me accordingly. And now, single dad. The reason I want to be a single dad, because I feel I can give guidance to my son, and my son's mother can't give the guidance I can give to him. And so I digress.
All right. I want to say this, though. We kind of went in. My question is still, so does your child share custody with your lady? Like,
we share custody. Yes.
The child is over. So you're a single dad, and your child mother is a single mom. Yes.
No.
She's married.
Well, no, she's a single mom. She's remarried, but now she's currently separated.
Okay, so she remarried and then she separated, but basically single mom then.
Yes.
And you're a single dad. But you was raised by after all of that you said, yeah, I heard you went away and did some work with 2 uncles, but you were still raised by those 3 women. They provided your food, your clothing, your shelter. You live with them, right? Mom, grandma.
Absolutely.
Would you say you were a good man? You're a good man now?
Some days.
Interesting. All right,
I'll be honest.
What you think? Fair enough. Shit, I ain't got to.
Watch that shit. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Foodie. What you think?
Okay, well, when I hear certain conversations like this going on, what I hear men, from what I understand, is that men feel like women have a lower level of tolerance and no boundaries, and they let their boys just do whatever they want to do and pick up whatever behaviors they want to pick up, and they do not correct them. Because even if you're a woman married to a man, most of the time, a woman spends more time with the children when they're young. And you have to create certain structures and boundaries in the household for that child, whether he has a father, because the thing is, there are a lot of fathers that are in the home, but they're in the military. They work nights. They're there, but they're not there as
they with their other family, right? They with their other girl,
right? But not necessarily. I'm just saying, like, I have my sister's husband. They've been married for 26 years. She has 1 child with him. He was in the military a lot. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't in the home, so. But he provided, money, and they lived a good life and all that kind of stuff. But she raised her daughter and some of his, he's got other children and things like that. What I want to make clear
is
that
he wasn't present, is what you're saying.
Right, but she has a father.
He was present, but he wasn't there.
Right, just like if you were in the NBA or if you have a traveling job or whatever, you're not there a lot of times in the home. But you do have a father. But my point is, you don't necessarily have low tolerance just because you're a woman. For instance, I have 2 sons that I raised by myself. Neither one of them have any type of feminine traits. Neither one of them ever exhibited any desire to have any feminine traits. For instance, like if my son's pee standing up, didn't have to show him. It was just a natural thing because that's what they did when they were big enough to sit on the, not sit on the pot and fall in, All little boys start out sitting down when they first start pointing their little pee-pee down in the toilet. And then you get them a little block and they stand up and they start to pee. And then they get tall enough where they won't pee on the toilet seat. If they want to have certain kind of clothing or whatever that's more feminine apparel, then you would say, no, boys don't do that. Girls do that. In my home, that's what I would do. If they started to talk, not my sons, just in general, if they started to speak with a high-pitched voice or whatever, like, you have bass in your voice. Let's talk in your normal voice. You don't mimic me. You're a little boy. Little boys don't speak like that. Little boys don't switch when they walk. Little boys don't wear nail polish. Little boys don't wear higher heels. Little boys don't do things like that. And you don't do it in a demeaning way, but you do it in a way that, you understand. And if they're really, going towards that, say, okay, let's go and play, let me get you into soccer. Let me get you into baseball. Let me get you into football. The thing is what I'm trying to say, that you can't raise a boy to be a man, but you can raise a responsible adult. My boys know how to do landscaping better than a lot of people. They know how to wash cars. They know how to
say Mexicans, won't you? Go ahead.
A lot of people.
Shout out to my
they know how to paint. They know how, as well as do dishes and do their own laundry and do the things. They make money. They put it in the house. They've earned every dime.
Latino or Jamaican descent?
Huh?
Is their father from Latino or Jamaican descent?
No.
Oh yeah, cause I'm some working motherfuckers, boy. Them niggas will build a car.
Well, I'm a hard-working motherfucker, and that's what they learned from me.
But the ingenuity, though, man, you can't build no car out of no tin foil.
Well, my brothers learned how to do that from their black grandfather. You know what I'm saying?
Geniuses, man.
Know how to analyze cars before they had
coconuts and shit. Like, damn, man, how did you do that? Nigga just stick a coconut in there and grab like a fucking big ass bass or some shit.
Yeah, but the point is, like, I taught them how to be responsible adults. My mother taught me how to be a responsible adult. Me and my mother have similarities, but we're not the same kind of woman. We're not the same woman. I became the kind of woman I want to be. And I didn't, my father died almost, over 30 years ago. But my point is, you can teach someone to be a responsible adult. You can be responsible with what type of environment you raise them in,
Right.
and what influences you allow them to be exposed to. I would not tolerate anybody who could come in and disrupt their childhood and teach them bad manners or habits. Period. It was not allowed. My tolerance is very low for that. So now their tolerance is very low for that.
Fair enough. Let's go to Pittsburgh T. Talk to me. Then we'll go to Champion Heart after that.
Salute to everybody on the panel and everybody listening. Salute to you, Mark. I think this subject is triggering for a lot of people because it gets overgeneralized. I think sometimes when we're talking about kids and especially young men, it takes a lot for a young man to grow up, and it's never like one individual person, be it the single mom or the single dad. It's a whole committee of people, be it their friends, their brothers, their sisters, whoever it may be along the way to help them. Because as young boys go from being young boys to young men, they get curious, and it's a certain way that they need some kind of guidance from a man. That's just the way it is. And I would imagine it's the same for women. I don't know. I've never been a woman, so I don't know nothing about that. But I just think it's triggering to the point where we can't even get realistic with some of this stuff, because I think he makes some excellent points. It's just the way that he delivers and the way that he does it. A lot of it is triggering because young boys do need that kind of a guidance. Because certain things it's almost to the point where a man and a woman can tell a young child something, and it'll be delivered. They'll understand it. Now, when you start getting into the adolescence and the teenage years, it's completely different to what those kids are looking for, depending on their gender and how you deal with young adolescent teenage boys than you do with young boys. It is not the same. It's never been the same. But that gets kind of lost, and I'm gonna land my plane here. That kind of gets lost because we get lost into the subject of who's taking care of the kid and what person is. A lot of that happened with who we picked as to have kids with. And a lot of times we did that when we were very young, and the kids are the consequence of that. And we can't undo that. And a lot of those things, they bicker forever, from before the kid was born till after the kid's adult, and they're no longer, that kid's 25 years old, and those parents, they still don't talk to each other. So like, I think it gets real complicated when you go in relationships.
All right, go ahead, Champion Heart. Talk to me.
Salute, my brother.
You got an echo.
Can you hear me?
Got an echo.
I have an echo.
Yes, sir. I hear my first
Yeah. I still have an echo.
Yeah. I can hear myself twice. Do you have the YouTube plan?
No. I'm not on my computer. I'm actually on my phone because I'm delivering a load right now.
Yeah, it's playing. Try to beam back in.
Okay.
All right. Let me read a couple of these comments and I'll go back to the panel. I think Dub Rightside said he had a question. Patricia said, it may be one of the few jobs that pay under the table, being that they are undocumented. Okay. Somebody said, she said, I hope they know how to do more than just clean. Absolutely. Shout out to Irvin Mack. Appreciate you. My boy Mo Gucci and iTalk is in the building. Shout out to everybody over there at iTalk. Make sure y'all go check them out over there. It's ITOK. So if you like this content, I'm sure you'll like what they doing over there as well. Janara Hill said, what's up? Salute to you. Shout out to Rachel and Nonito in the chat. Appreciate you. Jaden has a question for Dub Rightside. They said, Dub, you brought up the Bible. It's in the Bible. They want to know what verse, what book, what chapter, what are you talking about in the Bible? What is the context of that, and what is the scripture?
I'm not that well versed. I will tell you that I've studied the Bible, but I couldn't give you verse and chapter. Don't put respectful. I say respectful. Don't put me on that one because I couldn't give it to you.
All right, fair enough. I ain't mad at you. Shit. Go ahead. What's the question you got for the panel?
My question, and it was the food. It's the food, man. I hear how you bring up or how you speak on the way you've raised your children. No problem with it. My question is would you date an individual who's like your child?
Absolutely. My sons are responsible. They're in their mid-20s. They have no children, no felonies, no convictions. They work hard. They contribute to the household. They look out for other women. They know who they are as human beings as well as men. They know where they want to go in life. They're working towards that. Those are the men I raised.
I ain't mad at you.
Make some noise for that. Shit, I got a cousin. She need a nigga right now. What's the ages of them dudes? I need to put her on.
I have a son who's about to be 25, and that's also another conversation we had. Is like
she got 2 kids though. Like you say he's responsible, right? Because she need them kids.
No
need
kids, yeah. I do tell my sons, and I mean, this may be a contradiction, but I do tell my sons that at this age, you're in your 20s. Be selfish. This is your time. Don't date anybody who has responsibilities already. Don't date responsibilities right now. No single moms right now.
Oh my God, foodie.
And that's because this thing is because I don't know how that woman was raised, and I'm just saying. But if a good single mom came in and she was, because my son, the oldest one, he dates very responsible young women. They're working hard. They're single. They go to school. They're working towards more.
Son, don't date a woman like you. That's the crazy thing. Well, not crazy. Well, you said it was a contradiction.
Maybe it's a contradiction. But at the same time, when I was single and young, I wouldn't be mad if a man didn't want to raise me because I had children. That would thank you very much, because if you're not ready to, be in my life in a certain way and you can't accept what I have, then you aren't the man for me. But there is men out there that do step up. But I know my sons, they're not ready to be that kind of man.
Fair enough. Champion Heart, mic check 1 2.
Salute. How's that, brother?
Perfect. Go ahead, talk to me.
All right. Foodie, how you doing, sister?
All the people.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I had to speak to Foodie first, man. My brother, my brother Dub, man. How you been, brother?
Man, what up, fam? How you feeling? Congratulations on what you're doing, man. Much love. You know what it is.
Appreciate you, brother.
Right in the conversation, man.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what Charleston White was saying, but like you, he did lose me on this God created prison nonsense. Like you said, I think he says that on purpose. He says triggering stuff like that on purpose, but he was right about what he was saying, because it was a young lady who I was engaged to. When I met her, her son was sitting down peeing, and I was like, well, is he? Because when I saw it, I said, "Is he peeing?"
What
and
age?
He was what? I think he was what? 4, I think. Okay. Yeah, 4 or 5. No, sweetheart, you can't do that. He needs to be standing up. But she didn't think anything was wrong with that.
Stand up? Is he tall enough, or did she have a little thing for him to stand on?
He had all that. He could stand up. He was old enough to stand up. Yeah, he was definitely old enough to stand up. So we would get into it, because she like Doug was saying, there's certain things that you teach a boy that is different with girls. Raising boys and raising girls is different. Some people may say it ain't fair, and that may be the case, but it just is what it is. You don't mistreat boys, but you can't baby them, or can't, at the same time. You can teach them compassion and things of that sort, but you can't baby them. I look at my nephew right now. My sister has ruined him. He's a grown man sitting at home playing video games. Weigh about 400 pounds. When I saw this occurring, I tried to intervene. Because I actually tried to get him to come to Dallas, where I am. And I don't know if you remember. Do you remember that trade school, DeVry.
Yeah,
You remember that trade
yeah.
school?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to get him to come stay with me, go to DeVry, you know what I'm saying, and get a career in game design, since he loves how to play games so much. I said, man, you can make a living doing what you love to do. You know, I said, to check it out. So when I talked to her, you know, about him, oh, he taking a break. He taking a break from what? He just graduated high school. What are you talking about? What do you mean he taking a break? Oh, he taking a break. I said, okay, fine. I left it alone. You know, here we go. 3-4 years later, she realized, you know, he ain't gonna do nothing with his life because this is the monster that she created. Can you talk to him? No, I can't do that. I said, because when I tried to intervene, what'd you tell me? He taking a break and told me, don't worry about mine, raise your own.
She actually vocalized that?
Yeah, exactly.
What you felt? Did you? Or
yeah.
Verbatim. Okay.
No, when she said that, when she said, don't worry about mine, take care of yours, I said, you know what? You're right.
You can have that.
I said, you know what?
I'm mad at. Y'all didn't
exactly.
work either. Y'all did not stay together too long after that, did you?
You know? No. It's my sister.
Oh, this your
I was
sister?
just making. Yeah, I was just making a. I was just letting you know the situation with, you know, single mother and how she.
Come on.
Yeah, how
so
she has ruined my nephew
like that.
Right. If she gonna fight, if my sister gonna fight me all the way, I can only do so much. You know, and she fighting tooth and nail all the way because she want to baby him. You know, and now here he is, a grown man sitting in his room, 30 years old, playing video games.
He's 30.
And yeah, bro, it's a mess. It's a mess, man.
Does he have kids?
It's a mess. Right. He doesn't have. He doesn't know how to socialize because his life is video games.
Oh man, he wanted.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, man. She has ruined him, man. She has ruined him, and you know,
baby boy.
And just like, yeah, exactly. So like Foodie was saying, there's so many cases where, you know, you have women who have raised responsible, productive men. You will also have women who have ruined, you know, these young men. This is what Charleston White was talking about when he was saying, you know, what he was saying. You know, because I'm a product of that. You know what I'm saying? Like Dub, I was raised by my grandmother. You know, but I didn't have
a good man though, right? You didn't have a male role model around like that, right?
Well, her husband, before he died, you know, he was in my life, you know, and then I had an older cousin who was like a brother to me, you know, so he was in my life, you know, and I didn't have to go to prison to learn how to throw a punch because my grandmother put me in martial arts, you know, because my cousins was beating me up.
So you had a male role model there, your instructor, right?
Yeah. Sensei Brown. Yeah.
All right. Show more. What up?
I think he's on mute.
There you go.
What up, man?
Call to me.
Sheldon, what's going on, brother?
What you got on this time? What you got
What
on
up, What up,
What you got on this topic, Sean?
This cat keep muting my mic, man.
I ain't touching your mic. I promise. I'm over here actually trying to edit a video while y'all talking. I'm
okay, so what's the topic? What y'all talking about?
Oh my God! Somebody feel
Uncle Shelton, you can't come in here not knowing the topic. Look, let me ask you the question. Do you think, and I would refer to Marq or Food, do you think a woman can raise a man? This is what I have gathered from the question tonight. Can a woman raise a man? Marq, correct me if I'm wrong. Food, correct me if I'm wrong.
I got it. Go show more. I played it. I got it. Hey, so basically, I played a video, Charleston White, and he said a lot in the video, but basically he said, a mother's love isn't enough. You definitely need a man in the house. That's the gist of it.
Okay, well, a woman can raise a man because it's been done a myriad of times, especially in our community. Right. But you need a man to teach you how to be a man. See, a woman can't teach you how to be a man because she don't know how. She's a woman. Only a man can show you how to be a man. It doesn't necessarily have to be your father, because we know a lot of our fathers wasn't around. It can be a grandfather, an uncle. It could be a coach, a teacher, a guy in the neighborhood. It could be a myriad of people. But you need a man to show you how to be a man.
I agree.
Okay. Well, it's open. I think everybody got their opening statement off on this topic. Even with the new people on the panel, it's open. Y'all can take the floor real quick.
Yeah, one of the things that my grandfather would tell my grandmother before he passed, she had this thing about me getting dirty, and his nickname for her was Shorty, and he'd tell her, Shorty, let that boy get dirty, because she was always on me about getting dirty.
I would say that I think that the way the difference is once again the logic of men and the logic of women. Can a woman raise a successful black man? Yes, absolutely, they can. The thing is that for a man to have success, he has to know what he's progressing toward. What manhood looks like. It's in my personal opinion, it's a tad bit different for a woman. That's what I think. But for a man, you have to have an example, and when you don't have that example, when Charleston White brought up the prison system, in my opinion, the reason he brought it up, this is my opinion, because when you don't have the balance to understand the difference between how a man speaks and a woman speaks, then you have the ability to go off of the logic that you've been given. And if you've been given respectfully, I say this respectfully, you've been given female logic, then you're not logical in certain situations and you end up acting emotional in those situations. The difference between men and women, in my opinion, is that when logic has to come first, logic doesn't always have to come first. It doesn't have to always come first, but when it does have to, this is where men succeed, because I think men are more logical than women. If that's, I don't know if that's a hot take, but I don't mean to be disrespectful, but a man cannot grow up being emotional, because if he does, then what happens is he allows that emotion to take over for when logic should take over. And once that happens, he reacts illogically and he reacts emotionally. Hence the reason we have so many of the young brothers in jail. I agree with Charleston White in this situation, because, and now, when we're talking about the way he speak on jail, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the way he speak on that. I disagree with that. It's not a necessary thing. The thing is though, if it's not going to be necessary, or if it's not going to happen, not necessarily necessary, if it's not going to happen, you have to have somebody imposing logical thinking on a man. Because once a man becomes illogical and starts reacting emotionally, this is where violence occurs. So we need logic for the men that we are raising. And hence the reason I say from the very beginning, I got to be in my son's life, because I know that I can at least bring logic to his life. He may not be the perfect person. He may not be the perfect citizen. But at the end of the day, I know he's going to react logically, because, nigga, I'm on your head. And when you don't react logically, I'm pulling the belt out on your ass, respectfully. But that's what I'm doing as a father, because I think that's necessary. I need you to react logically instead of emotionally. Go ahead, Mark. I apologize for being long-winded.
Bro, you already know, bro. I was just about to hit the wrap it up button. I was like, yo, I'm looking like my man.
Yeah.
Yo,
The best thing that happened to me, I'll give it from my perspective. Best thing that happened to me was going to the military. Because I was raised by my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandfather died when I was like 11 or 12. So it was just me and my grandmother. And what Right Side is saying, you know, I usually don't agree with Right Side, but what he's saying is true. A lot of times when you're raised around women, you begin to take on their characteristics as far as being emotional and hot-headed and snapping off. And as soon as somebody says something, you're ready to fight. Those are emotional tactics. Those are people who can't control their emotions. You react instead of thinking. And when I went to the military, I was taught in the military to think before I reacted. And that helped me immensely in life, helped me get through prison, helped me turn into the man I am today, because now I play the tape, as they say. Some people don't like to play the tape. I play the whole goddamn tape. I don't just stop at the good parts. If I do this, what could potentially happen? And I look at the whole tape, and that stopped me from doing a whole lot of stupid. I've done some stupid shit now, don't get me wrong. But that stopped me from doing a whole lot of really, really dumb shit. Because I play the whole tape, and I see the outcome, like, oh, that ain't gonna be good. Let me back up off that.
I think what you're speaking on, Shelton, is maturity. And this is my question. Is anger an emotion? Is there anyone on the panel?
100%. 100%.
Okay.
100%.
So there definitely needs to be a balance. That's the reason why we're born into a male and a female, right? So the best scenario would be you have a logical-minded man and a logical-minded woman raising a child, correct?
Absolutely.
Right. So a woman can be logical, correct? Is that
correct.
Women have logic, right?
Absolutely.
So a woman can be the balance when you are ready to pop off at somebody and say, no, wait a minute. Let's think about this for a second, because you've got that balance, right? And you might think about it for a second because they may be able to help you to calm down and think about things from a logical standpoint, right?
Oh, it's happened to me millions of times. You're absolutely correct.
And vice versa. A woman can pop off and her man say, no, I got this. I'll handle this part of it. You sit down and calm down because you're not thinking logically. Let me be more logical. So it's not one gender or another that has more logic, correct?
Well, I think most women are emotional than they are logical. There are women who are logical, but women are just more emotional than men. I mean, it just is what it is.
Right, but what I just said, that men and women are emotional. Men are more likely to present with emotion of aggression and anger. Women have more. We have more outlets in society to get rid of our aggression, because we talk amongst the women, and we talk to each other and all that kind of stuff. So we are able to not be emotional when in a certain way.
That's not true at all. I say this respectfully. It's not true, because what you come to find is that women, their emotional outbursts, their aggressiveness usually comes more through language, right? Whereas with men, the aggressiveness comes through physicality. This is the reason where.
Right, but aggression.
Hold on. Let me just finish my point.
Well, you didn't let me finish my point. So
go ahead. I apologize for cutting you off, sis. I apologize.
So that's why I'm saying that's the balance. We show the same thing, but in different ways. So you can't just say that women are illogical.
No, we don't show the same things. We don't show the same things. That's not true.
Women show
men and women
in a different way than men show aggression. Aggression is aggression. Anger is anger. You know what I'm saying? Women, we do have the more lot. We use our words. Men use their fists. That's the reason why when a woman says something that pisses a man off, they're more likely to use their fists. Not all men, but I'm just saying that's why those type of disagreements happen, because a woman can say something that triggers a man to use his fist. That's my way of showing aggression, and that's your way of showing aggression. Logically, a woman is not going to try to fight men, and logically, most men are not able to out-talk a woman. Period. It's just the way that God made us. That's the way we show our aggression. But we have to be in balance. We have to keep ourselves accountable, and I have to watch my mouth, and you need to watch your fists.
So let me ask you a question, sis. Let me ask you a question, sis. Let me ask you a question. With what you just said, who's usually the aggressor in these situations? Because like you just brought out, men usually, and this happens with men as well. Men dealing with men. If men, my brother, champion. If me and my brother we get in the same environment, and I disrespect him in a certain way, things can come to blows. Me and him understand this. We understand this. But 9 times out of 10, there are those individuals who gonna abuse women, and we're not gonna sit here and condone that. We're gonna go ahead and say that that's wrong. That's wrong. But at the same time, I will say, like you just brought out, women, what y'all like to do, or what y'all excel at, is the conversation piece of it, right? So y'all can be aggressive in conversation, and a man, like you brought out, correct me if I'm wrong, a man can't be as it isn't necessarily as responsive or aggressive the way y'all can be in conversation. We may take our aggression out other ways, but if we take our aggression out physically on women, hey, it's the end of us. That's the end of us. Which it should be.
I think we're saying the same thing. We just said
hold on. Let me just finish this. Let me finish this. All I'm saying is it's not the same thing. The reason it's not the same thing is because women can be more aggressive toward men, whereas men can't be that same aggressor toward women, which we don't need to be. We don't want to be. I don't want to be. I'm not going to speak for all men. I don't want to be. But I know that if Champion Hart, if he say something to me slick and we in close proximity, we can put hands on each other accordingly. I can't put hands on you. So now it gives you gives you the ability to say things where, you know, if I do try to put hands on you, which I would never put my hands on a female, but it gives you the opportunity to say those things, knowing that if I do it, I got consequences. So y'all more slick with your words. You're more slick with your words.
Yes, we are.
And because and hold on, real last point. Because you're able to be more slick with your words, you can say things and do things that men can't do, because you know that if there's ever a threat of physical violence, which Marq Nash, if me and Marq Nash come across each other and he called me a bitch ass nigga, Marq understand that could escalate into physical violence between each other. Would it? Probably not. But there's the opportunity. If you call me a bitch ass nigga, there's no way I can. There's no threat towards you. You have no threat. So you have the upper hand as far as speech goes, because there's a difference between a man reacting to a man and a man reacting to a female. There's a difference. It is what it is. And so you can say more things than a man can say. These are facts.
Yeah, but as a man, you shouldn't let a woman trigger you to be violent.
I agree with that.
Something that you don't like. But my point was saying is this. So you live in an environment where women are raising, there are single women raising men, right? And then men, like you said, are looking for a male role model. And then they go into an environment where men teach them in order to deal with your disputes is not to speak and talk about them like your mother taught you. It's to fight. It's to get to do things that will get you locked up.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect. What I'm
Because
saying
women,
is,
hold on, no.
Go
You said
ahead.
a lot. Now let me
I
say
apologize.
something. What I'm saying is that a woman can only do so much in her household if she's put into a situation where she's a single mother. But then, like you said, you get into your teenage years, and then you start looking for different role models. My point is that all male role models are not good role models, and there are a lot of bad male role models out there for a lot of these kids that end up in jail to follow after because their fathers are not there. We don't know what type of man their father would be. I can't talk about all the single or the men that are not in the homes, why they're not there or not. But there are a lot of negative male role models out there for men to follow after, and that's what they do, because when you're in a certain age, you're 15, 16, 17, 18, you're full of aggression, and you're also very easily molded into the wrong way. And so these guys take advantage of that and lead you in the wrong way, whether it's on
we
purpose or
agree.
whether it's not on
But we
purpose.
agree, sis. We
So
agree on that.
I would put the blame on the men in these communities, because there are lots of men in these gangs, gang banging and all that kind of stuff are mostly men. You know what I'm saying? People who do theft and drive-bys and sell dope and all that kind of stuff are mostly men. So if you ain't got enough money in the home, and a man comes around and he shows you how to make some money, but he says you got to do this and you got to do that, these negative things in order to make money, you're going to follow after that because you don't have a positive male role model in the home. So it's not necessarily the woman's fault. I would say that, it has to do with raising them in a poverty-stricken area, because if you raise a child that doesn't have those types of role models to follow after, bad male role models, because there ain't no women out there telling you to do all these things and go to jail. We're the ones showing up when you go to jail. We're the ones that are sending money to you. We're the ones who do the visitation. We're the ones where when you get out of jail, you got somewhere to stay. You know what I'm saying? We're not the ones telling you to do that thing. These are the men in these communities that are teaching you to do these things.
So
you.
Go ahead, Mark. I want to respond to that, but I digress. Go ahead. I don't want to dominate the panel.
And just the same, and we're talking about men who turn out bad. There are women who turn out bad as a result of following or not anger towards their fathers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is the thing. Okay, all right. So the thing is this. I agree with you. I do agree with you. The problem is that the reason that women are, and as you brought up, the reason women are the ones who want to go and put money on commissary, whatever it is, the reason being is because 9 times out of 10, the individual didn't have a man in his life. If you look at the prison population, if you look at it, 90% of the prison population, those individuals didn't grow up with a man in their household, right?
Right, but
I'm not blaming. Hold on. Let me just
going there and putting money on commissary?
Come on, can I? I let you
your father
finish.
Showing up to put money on commissary? Is your father showing up and making sure that you have somewhere to stay when you get out?
No, the reason the father isn't the reason the father isn't showing up to pay commissary is because if the father is in the man's life, 9 times out of 10, they not in prison.
Sometimes the father is in prison.
That's the point that we're trying to make. And what I'm trying to say, hold on, let me finish. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead,
following
Queen.
after their fathers. A lot of times these kids are following after their fathers. They want to be just like their daddy. They want to be out there stunting like their daddy.
Yeah.
Sometimes the only relationship.
If they want to be out there, stunting like their daddy, you would tell me, as a responsible individual, you would tell me that's not the lifestyle I would ask for this individual. What I'm talking about. Because I agree with you. I do agree with you. But if the daddy out there stunting like that, 9 times out of 10, they being raised by their mother. If we talk.
So either way, it's her fault. So what you're saying is either way, it's her
No,
fault.
I'm not saying either way. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying you're at fault for anything. What I'm saying is that as a man, me specifically, as a man, I want to make sure I'm in my son's life to make sure I don't even have to have this conversation. The reason being is because hold on, let me finish. Can I finish?
Those men are in their children's life.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, I digress.
Those men are in their children's life. That's what I'm saying. It depends on what type of man is in the child's life. A lot of these kids have men in their life, but they're not good role models. So they're following after those bad patterns. So where's the accountability for those men that are teaching their children the wrong way? Is it the mom's fault too? Because she dated the wrong kind of dude. She should have
I'm not blaming women. Let me at least finish. Can I at least finish?
Go ahead.
I'm not blaming women. What I'm saying is it's the man's responsibility. It's his responsibility. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming any other woman. I'm saying that it's a man's responsibility to be in his child's life, to raise him the right way, especially if it's a male child. Hell, even females, because women or female children, they need their fathers in their lives as well. I would hope that most females have their fathers in their lives because the father will pick a better mate than they'll pick. I digress on that. All I'm saying is at this, well, in the conversation we having, I'm not blaming women for anything. I'm saying it's a responsibility of a male, the man. Men have responsibilities for these kids. We have responsibility, and if we don't take responsibility, then it gives the opportunity for these kids to run out and do all type of nonsense. Men got to check them, especially males first, but also females. And so I'm not saying that women can't raise, or let me rephrase it. I'm not saying that women don't raise men who are successful. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if we look at it statistically, a strong man in the household, a man who is holding his children accountable, the children have a better chance. We need families to continue to prosper. I'm not saying anything negative about women. I'm not. All I'm saying is that it seems at this current moment in time that we done sit here and said, well, hell, this man, he in jail, he doing this. Well, why the fuck you slept with him then? Why did you sleep with the man who going to jail? Respectfully. I ain't saying you. I'm saying in general. So individual like myself, somebody who I pay my taxes, I got a job, hell, I'm a single father. I want to be in this man's life. And I know if I'm not in his life, I'm not giving him the best chance to succeed. I know this. This is how I think most responsible men think. The people who on the panel, Marq Nash, my brother, Champion Hart, this is how they raise their kids. I learned from them, to be honest. And so all I'm saying
I
is
understand what you're saying.
I'm not saying that a woman is not valuable, is not important. She is very important. But
I didn't take it that way.
But
you're not hearing what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, regardless of what a woman can do for a man, as far as raising them, a man can do more. And we need more manly men who gonna raise their kids and show them, because somebody like yourself, respectfully, I say this respectfully, you want a manly man in your life, right? You don't want somebody who you can walk over. You don't want somebody who you can do whatever you want to do. You want somebody who you can respect.
Got you, Dub. I got you.
And so these are the individuals who, for you to have those individuals, it take men to raise them. Because if somebody came in to you, I'm gonna ask you specifically, Food, and I got love for you.
You already answered. You already said that.
My apologies.
You made your point. You made your point.
You know I'm long. I'm long-winded.
You made your point.
So my apologies.
Okay, and I'm not saying that good men don't raise good men. What I'm saying is that a lot of kids are out there getting bad. They do have men raising them, or they do have men that they're following after, but they are not good men. And there are a lot of them out there. So even if you are a good woman and you raise your children right, if you, like you said, you're manly men, what's the definition of a manly man to some of these kids? A manly man is somebody who has a lot of money, a lot of women, and sells dope and makes a lot of money. So those are the men that they follow after. We need to stop having those types of examples in our community. Those are the ones that will lead you to prison, no matter who your mother or your father is. Hold on.
Go ahead. I apologize for you. I apologize.
No matter who your mother and your father are, a lot of times, even if you have a good father in the home, you will follow after the dope dealer. You will follow after the gangbanger. You will follow after, because you cannot control everything that goes on outside of your home. But you need to take them out of these environments in which those are the leading examples of what a man is. You know, you need to beat a nigga ass if he disrespects you and all that kind of shit. You know, that's what I'm talking about. That's the reason why these kids are going to jail. Not necessarily because they don't have a father in home. A lot of them do have a father in home, but they're not going to listen to them when daddy is working a 9 to 5 and he's still struggling. And there's a dope dealer out there and he's doing better than his father. Like they said, well, why should I go to school when I make more than the teacher? That's what I'm talking about. These are the examples. Why should I do this when Lil Wayne tells me I could just be a rapper and I could be rich, and he's got all kind of women? Why should I listen to men when all I got to do is women or my father, when I can just make $100,000 a year and then I can just do whatever I want to, like these man pods or whatever you want to call them are telling them. There are very bad examples of men in society that these kids are going after. No matter, they have hardworking fathers in the home. They have fathers that come from different countries and bring the family over and take care of them, but they don't want that shit. They don't want to struggle. Because even though your father is a good example and he's a good man, I want to be rich because social media tells me this is the way that you could be rich, and lots of women want to be with you. And so that has nothing to do with a single mother raising your kids. That could be two parents in the home, and these kids follow after those examples. And you can only control what your children see on the internet or their examples outside the home so much. So it really, the way these kids are turning out doesn't necessarily have to do with the woman or her saying, stop, please don't go after the dope dealer. Take my food stamps to the store. We're going to be all right. We're going to make it. Nah, I'm going to go after that nigga because he's making a whole lot of fucking money. And I'm bringing money into the home and I'm helping out. And guess what? That shit get your ass locked up in jail.
For sure. Let me read this super chat real quick. Shout out to my brother Juan De Villa Dorilla, aka Epoxy Magic, with the $10 super chisel. He said, one main component is a father figure teaching their son about male violence. It's needed when needed. It's okay to be mad, but as a man, it matters what we say or do. Let's give him a drop.
A 10, a fucking 10.
Support. Go ahead, Doug.
I'm not disagreeing with Food. I agree with a lot of what you're saying. What I'm saying now, and I think this is what it really comes down to. What it comes down to is, and I'm gonna just be honest about it. Black men and black women stand together, continuing and regardless of what they got going on, making sure that they stay together. This is what happened with Big Mo and Pawpaw. My grandmother right now, that's Pawpaw, that's her daughter. My grandmother would tell me that Pawpaw hit her in the side of the head with a shotgun. That's what she gonna tell me. She done told me this story. One thing I tell you though is Big Mom, you disrespect Pawpaw. Guess what Big Mom gonna do? She got she got smoke for you. The reason being is because she understand. Although he ain't perfect, that man ain't perfect, and I agree with it. He not perfect. None of us are. But at the same time, she understood that this is what was holding the family together. This was the individual who was providing and holding the family together. What we have today is that women, respectfully, do you? I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you need a man? Do you need a man, Food?
Do I need a man for what?
I'm gonna ask the question again the way I asked it. Do you need a man? You can tell me for what, but do you need a man? Yes or no?
For certain things, yes.
What are those certain things?
To create balance. I don't want to be around a bunch of women all the time. I need a man, a real man that is going to be the balance that I'm looking for. I'm looking for male energy. I'm looking for male energy. I like men. I like to
can
be
you
around
submit
men.
to a man?
I'm on a full pan of men. Absolutely.
If the man, can you submit? Can you sit here and say, you know what? This is hey, whatever you riding with is what I'm following. Can you do that?
Not just any man, yes, but yes, absolutely. A man, yes. Not all men, yes.
And this is the thing. So what we have now is that, like I brought out earlier, you got men being raised by women, and then you got women today saying that, well, I can't submit to every man. It gotta be a masculine one. But then it's the same. Now we talking about the same individual who was raised by women. How do you expect some of these dudes to be masculine men? They're not gonna be that. And so we have this dynamic going on that creates separation between the family. This is what we have going on at this current, regardless of how we feel about it.
You're not bringing context into it, and you didn't allow me to bring context into it.
Go ahead. I apologize.
This is the thing that I've brought up on the panel a lot of times. In the 80s and 90s, we had a lot of parents, a lot of moms, a lot of dads on dope, right? So I've dated a lot of men who did not have a mother. And also, we haven't had a lot of access to good health care. So we have some parents who died of cancer early and things like that. So I've dated mostly men in my life that did not have a mother. They've got very severe anger issues because they didn't have a mother, but they were raised by their father, hardworking fathers, good fathers, fathers who weren't in and out of prison. They have the same issues that you would say a woman raising a man only. Like they weren't any better men because they were raised by single fathers. They didn't have a mother. They didn't have that balance. They don't know how to deal with women. They don't want to deal with women. They're angry. They're looking for their mother in every woman that they date. There are a lot of men who do not know the difference between a mother's love and romantic love. And they're looking for their mother in a woman that they're dating, and that puts too much pressure on her, and it doesn't work eventually. So it goes both ways.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. The thing is that there are more men that are raised by women than men being raised by men at this time.
So therefore, no, you didn't let me finish my point.
I cut you off. I apologize.
I keep letting you finish your point, and then you go on and on and on. Okay, so you have men going into society looking for a woman, and they don't know really what they're looking for, and they get angry and they get disappointed when a woman isn't what they want. Like, for instance, like, you can have a baby with a man, right? Some men want you to create a family with a woman because they really kind of want that woman to be their mother. So they feel like if they give you a baby, then they'll be able to fall under that whole, because women are nurturing. You know what I'm saying? So they want that same nurturing, and then they get jealous of their own children because you're not being what they want. You were nurturing before we got together, but now I have to put all of my attention into these children that we've created. And yes, they're going to get, when their children are smaller, are going to get more attention. So how am I going to follow after a man who's angry at me all the time? Every man isn't created equally. How am I going to, and it's not just a man who's just raised by a woman. There are a lot of men who simply feel like all they have to do is go to work and come home, and that's it. There are men who don't support their woman in their dreams and their goals and what they want. How am I going to follow after a man who's in competition with me? There are a lot of men out there, they're in competition with their women. So why would I follow after that kind of man? So it depends on what type of man to follow after. Every man is not created equally.
The problem is that I agree with you. Every man is not created equally. The thing is that when you have the majority of men being raised by women, unfortunately, what they're raising isn't what they want to date. This is this is a fact. The men that women are raising isn't the men that women want to date. They don't want to be with that man. They want to be with a quote unquote manly man. They want to be with somebody who's going to put them in their place, who's going to check them, who's going to have masculine energy, not somebody who coming with feminine energy. These are facts. And so the only way a man can come with masculine energy is if he was raised by a man. You find a man that come with masculine energy raised by a female. I always say I was lucky. I had extra influences in my life. I had men who would say, "Nah, you're not doing this. You're doing this. You're gonna do this." And damn it, I had women. I got to give credit to the women in my life. I had women who said, "Nope, you're going with this man. You ain't finna sit here around with us. You're going with him." I had that in my life, and because I had that, it gave me the opportunity to grow and show and to become a man. I had that opportunity, but a lot of individuals don't have the opportunity. And so what you end up having is the same way you just brought out. You looking for a certain type of man, correct?
Absolutely. It's almost like we're saying the same thing, but from different points of view. And I
we are definitely saying the same thing. I just think that
y'all repeating yourselves over and over again.
We agree with I think we agree with each other. I think we agree.
Yeah.
The thing is, all I'm saying is at the end of the day, you don't want a weak man in your life. You're not gonna respect that man. You want somebody who's gonna be strong. You want somebody who's gonna lead. This is what women.
Yes, I understand, and you believe that only men can raise that kind of man. I got you.
No. But what I'm saying is when you have men that's being raised by women, and then they run into somebody like yourself, guess what you're gonna say? Oh, this weak motherfucker, I can run his ass over. That's what you're gonna say.
No, I never
because
said
it's
nothing
true.
like that. I never said nothing like that.
I ain't saying those exact words. I don't mean.
And a
those
lot of
exact
women are not saying that.
Okay. I know from experience. I done seen women who want to be dominant, want to be masculine, want to make sure that they get if they don't get their word off at the last second, then you in trouble. I'm not dealing with you. I'm not gonna do it. And so where the dilemma comes, and I'll pass the mic here. Where the dilemma comes is that at this current moment in time, what women of my generation are looking for, it's hard for them to find. And the reason it's hard for them to find because the men were raised by their mothers and grandmothers. And when they was raised by their mothers and grandmothers, they not able to give you the structure, the discipline, the guidance that most women enjoy and look for within a man. They're not able to give it. Okay. Hence the reason we have the dynamic we have today. I apologize for being so long-winded.
It could be that. It could be that. It could be that. It could be that, or it could be that women are less tolerant than the women of the previous generation. I feel like women are less tolerant. Grandma, you say grandma and grandpa, but he went up against. No, women ain't going for that shit no more. That's not going to cut it.
Women don't have to go for it. Y'all don't have to go for it because.
So it ain't got nothing to do with who you were raised by. It's your level of tolerance. And another thing is what I say is that we are all, men and women are responsible for our own personal healing. We all have trauma, but you need to do the work before you get into a relationship with somebody to do the work that it takes to heal your trauma, no matter who raised you or what your relationship or what your upbringing was like. Before you get into a relationship, like I said before, I tell my sons, you're in your 20s, be selfish. This is your time to figure out who you are, what kind of person you want to be, what kind of man you want to be, what kind of leader you want to be. and don't bring in any of the other foolishness like the law and having babies. That's what parents need to be teaching their kids. And I think a lot of parents are doing their best to do that, especially in the social media. It's kind of harder. So it's not just, that's why I said nature versus nurture. It's not just the parents and what goes on in the home. It's also your external exposure, you know, and whether you have a man or a woman in the home. But women are less tolerant nowadays. And a lot of men are very much angry at that, because what used to keep a woman in her place was a man would make more money than her, and she had to be submissive just because she couldn't take care of herself financially. Women can take care of themselves financially now, whether they're in a relationship, a marriage, or not. So therefore, there are certain things in society that were built in that said a woman needs to just shut up, sit down, and be quiet. Women aren't willing to do that. Women want to be politicians. Women are doctors or lawyers and nurses in IT and tech.
Champion
We
Heart,
have apps.
phone be bleeping, bro. That's your device. You got to be muted if you're not talking, bro.
We're leaders in tech.
Thank you. Go ahead.
We're leaders in tech and in actual world leaders. So we have to come. So all we're asking is that you can't expect me to go out and make the kind of money that creates the lifestyle that we both live in and enjoy, and expect me also to come home and work a second shift and say I have to also do all of the cooking and all of the cleaning and all of the child rearing. That is where the divide is going on in society right now. It's not just because she doesn't want to be submissive. We both need to be submissive unto each other. And that, like you said with the Bible, that's what the Bible said. We both have our roles, but at the same time, if we're both doing the same thing, we're going to have to come into a middle ground. But there's a tug of war because, people want to just look at, well, no, you're a woman and you need to be doing this. But I'm also working just as hard as you, sometimes even harder, making money. And
Can I ask a question, Food? Can I ask a question? Do you want a man to be submissive to you?
No, we need to submit it to each other.
No.
What I mean by that, well, if you ask me a question, you got to let me answer it.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
What I mean by being submissive to each other, not meaning submissive is like you need to sit down and wear the panties sometime and let me wear the pants, and then I put the panties on you. Not like that. I mean that there are strengths that a man has and strengths that a woman has. Sometimes you just need to let me lead and be the woman in this situation, because it takes a woman's touch in this situation. Sometimes I need to sit down and be quiet and let you lead and handle the problem, because this is the area in which I expect my man to lead in this area. I don't need to be arguing with no other man at the club. You know what I'm saying? My man is there. He needs to handle that.
Why are you at the club? You shouldn't be at the club. That's the first thing.
That's just a fucking excuse. That's just an example.
Look,
it don't have to be the club. It could be at work. It could be your boss is going crazy.
Listen.
Like you're crazy. It could be y'all having dinner somewhere and some man is trying to push up on you, and you've told him very clearly, I'm taken and I don't want to be with you, and he's drunk and he want to act crazy. Then my man needs to stand up. There could be a woman arguing with a man and your man is getting hot. You need to handle that. You need to step up as a woman and tell her she's out of place. You know what I'm saying? There are lots of different situations we can use, but I'm just saying there's a place where women excel and there's a place where men excel. That's what I mean as far as being submissive in certain situations.
Go ahead, Champion Heart. Unmute your mic.
Yeah. What's up?
Go ahead. Jump in the conversation. You've been quiet the whole time.
Yeah, well, they've been going back and forth, so I'm just trying. But Foodie did say something that made sense, and she spoke of trauma that both female and female, and she's right about that. You know, there was a young lady that I dated, and there was trauma that she needed to deal with, but she wanted me to accept her with all her trauma, and I'm trying to explain to her, look, I can't fix you. You have to go to therapy. There's certain things that you need to do, to fix yourself, so that it makes, our relationship better, but we ended up breaking up, and all she could say to me was, I was messed up you started dating me.
That's cold.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know.
Like, I thought you was gonna change.
Right. Right.
I think a lot of people always say that too. Women say that about their man too. They be hoping like, yo, I can change him.
Absolutely.
But
I would say the women are the bigger perpetrators of that, as far as that goes. Go ahead.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's very true. That Foodie's right. Women are the biggest perpetrators of that. They'll pick up a guy that that has nothing going on, and they want to build him up. But that's, I think that's just part of the nurturing of a woman.
Yes. So that's why I said that you have to be careful and be selective. And that's what I've worked on trying to, teach my sons, is to be very selective about who you choose to be a wife and who's going to raise your children. Because your children are from probably 0 to 10, that's going to be their biggest influence for the most part, especially if you do make enough money to go outside of the home and make the money, and the woman is going to be the one raising the kids, But it's changing because, men are working jobs from home. They're doing the remote jobs or whatever, and women. So, fathers are in the home more than they ever were before because of the way that society, especially if you have a high earning job, you can be a financial advisor from home. You don't have to fly to Tokyo anymore. You don't have to travel and be on the road as much anymore. So you see a lot more men in the home, and some of them are doing well, and some of them ain't coping very well because the woman is asking them to help pick up some of those household responsibilities. Even if
can I ask you a question? Would you prefer a stay-at-home father? Would you?
I knew you were going to ask that. I knew.
You know where I'm going with it. Hey, shout out to you because I think you're brilliant. I think you're a very brilliant individual. Hence the reason I love the sparring session. No combativeness. I think this is just good sparring for as far as conversation goes. So, would you prefer a man who is gonna go out and provide for you, or somebody who wants to stay at home? What would you prefer?
Well, provision is provision, whether he's at home or not. That's the point I was making. You can make a lot of money at home.
All right, let me rephrase. The question. I want to rephrase the question. Somebody who's not making, because 9 times out of 10, there are. You look at Marq Nash. Marq Nash, in my opinion, hey, he doing his thing from the crib. I don't know what he do outside of it, so I ain't trying to denigrate the brother, but the man he's a genius. He's a genius as far as the podcast goes. It is what it is. Would you prefer somebody, and I would exclude Marq Nash because
leave me out of this, man. Let her just talk.
I said I would exclude you.
I'm vetoing. Go ahead, Foodie. Just let her talk. She's smart, bro.
I said I'm excluding you. I'm saying that I'm excluding you.
Don't use me as an example when you can use yourself. Go ahead, Foodie. Answer the question.
Can I use myself? Let me use myself.
Bro, she's smart, bro. Just let her talk. She's smart. I think she got the question already. She tried to answer it once. Just let her talk. Go ahead, Foodie.
Well, I just want to be clear. He didn't finish. You said, do I want a man who makes money at home or makes less or makes more? Like, what were you saying? Go ahead.
No. My question was this. I was picking at Marq. I love Marq. That's my brother. I love him.
Go, bro. You say you long-winded, so I'm gonna start helping you speed it up. Go ahead.
Would you prefer somebody who was a stay-at-home father or somebody who provided for the family? Which would you prefer, Foodie?
If you mean, so he's a stay-at-home father and he doesn't have a job? Because I just established that a lot of men who are staying at home and helping out in the house, they do make a lot of money at home.
I'm saying that he's staying at home. He's being the provider for the kids. You're the one bringing in the elephant share of the income. Would you prefer that guy, or would you prefer the guy being the man bringing in the elephant share and you being the one staying at home with the kids? That's the question.
Me personally, I would prefer if one of us had to choose to stay at home to be me, the woman.
Fair enough. Go ahead, Champion Heart. Jump in the conversation. Go ahead, Champion Heart.
Yeah. Go ahead. I forgot what I was about to say.
And so I'll move forward.
I'll jump back in. Let me jump back in the conversation.
Yeah.
Because, bro, you say you long-winded. You keep apologizing for being long-winded, but you ain't stopping. And I've been very patient for a very long time. And we got to let some other people jump in the conversation. Go ahead, Shellmore.
I had to beam back in on that one. let me ask you guys a question. What is a man's role in this life for his family?
To create balance.
No, a man's role in it. Real quick, if I can answer, a man's role is to provide for his family, to protect his family, to be the man of the household, to show what's right, what's wrong. I think that's what a man's. That's my opinion. Go ahead, Sheldon. Shout out to my uncle.
That's what I was.
Shout out to my uncle.
I was about to say that right before you said it. It's his role is to provide and protect.
So if your role as a man, and I was taught this, so I don't know what anybody else was taught. I speak for myself. If your role is to provide and protect, why would any man feel comfortable sitting at home and letting his woman provide?
Facts.
Yeah, I got you on that point.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be in his DNA to do that.
It shouldn't be in his DNA because
when I said it, niggas argue with me about it. When I said it, when Uncle Shelton put it in, go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is this.
A little bit, bro.
What I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying.
Panel in the chat.
I have never gotten with any woman and been worried about what she got or what she makes or what she does, because I don't care. If I like the woman, I like the woman for who she is. I'm gonna make my own money. I don't care what she makes, because I'm gonna provide the shelter. I'm gonna provide the food. I'm gonna provide everything that we need. Now, if she want to throw something in the kitty, that's cool, but I don't need nothing from her. There's 3 things that you have to do, in my estimation, to be a grown man. To be a grown man, you have to be able to house yourself. You have to be able to feed yourself, and you have to be able to clothe yourself. And if you have a family, you have to do the same things for them. And if you can't do that, you're not a grown man.
I got you, Shelton. But what about this? Women are the first providers and protectors of the human race.
Correct.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
And what do I mean? And what do I mean by that? When you get pregnant, you have to protect yourself and that child while the baby is in the womb. If you do not, then that baby will not be viable. That baby will not come out well, right?
You are correct.
Here's the reason this isn't true.
You're cutting it right off again, Dub.
Right.
She's correct.
The first thing that we do is provide. The first thing our bodies are made to do is to provide sustenance for our child. When the baby comes out, then we provide milk and the first immunities that baby ever has. All humans on this planet, no matter what you identify as, is that correct?
You're correct.
Fair enough.
So we are the first providers and the first protectors. Okay. If your man is away or he dies in war, who is there to protect your children?
The woman, the mother.
Who? Okay. If your man goes to make money, right? You what? Provide meals, provide a home, provide safety, provide comfort, provide what you say, be my peace, provide peace. You
Right.
have to be careful who comes into your home, who's around your children, where your
Correct.
children go to school, what type of education they're getting, right?
All these are correct.
You have to make sure that there are no chesters around your children, right?
Correct.
Because women look at men in a different way when their children are young versus, for instance, if your kid got lost in Kmart, would you say go to the first man that you see or a mommy that has a baby? Go to a woman, go to a lady, right?
This is
Correct.
ridiculous. No, this is
Hold
ridiculous.
on, Dub. Let me let Rachel talk because
Now,
you just
hold
got
on
here.
here.
Yeah,
Hold
what's
on,
up,
can
Rachel?
I say one thing? Can I say one
No,
thing?
bro, no. Let me host the show, bro. I've been letting you say a lot of things. Please let me host the show. What's up, Rach?
What's up? I'd like to let Booty finish her thought, and then I can add in because I don't think she was done yet.
I thought she was done.
Oh, I don't know. Were
So
you?
pretty much, but what I would like to say is I saw your comment in the section. Like I like you said. I don't like the word submissive. It's compromise, and you do need to compromise. That's the whole point I was saying. You do. That's what I mean by what a man's role in a life in a relationship is to create balance in his masculine way, and you create balance in your feminine way. But go ahead.
Go ahead, Rachel. How you doing? Welcome home.
Hi.
What's your take on this topic?
Well, I mean, like our situation is completely different because we're always, together. The family's always together. Even in camp, we're always together, and as much as, yes, does he provide and protect 100%, but that's not his only role though. And providing, I think a lot of people only, they immediately go to the monetary aspect. Providing in itself and in the word safety has to be able to encompass mental and physical capacities as well. When we talk about these guys that they come home, pop open a beer, and the mom's running around doing like cooking, then also doing the dishes, also trying to get the kids into bed and or homework, whatever, right? And has zero time for herself, and dude's just kicking it on the couch. I think providing also and the safety aspect needs to be encompassing every single part of what those two words mean within a relationship.
Rachel, let me ask you a question, Rachel. First things first. Shout out to Rachel, man. Don't dare.
Wow, bro.
Rachel, I ain't got nothing but love and respect for you. Shout out to Nonito as well. I would ask the question here. My question would be, if Nonito was not a strong man, somebody who was able to provide for the family, to have standards and rules. I'm gonna use the word rules. I believe Nonito, he got rules for what y'all got going on respectfully. I don't know y'all's situation, but I believe Nonito got rules.
What's the question?
Hold on, brother. Can I? If you let me finish, all right. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
You say you long-winded. You apologize for being long-winded. I'm trying to coach you through it because you apologize for it. So let's just ask the question. What's the question?
The question is Rachel, do you think that Nonito, is he a provider, and does he have rules for the family, in your opinion? That would be my question.
Thank you.
Shout out to Rachel. Much love.
You said that already. What's up, Rachel?
So is Nonito a provider and protector? Yes. And he provides in more ways than just monetary value. He is a hands-on father. I hate doing the dishes. We've talked about this. I freaking hate doing the dishes, but I do everything else, right? I homeschool the kids. I love doing the laundry. I love vacuuming is my thing. But the one thing I ask for him is do the dishes. I hate dishes. Rules for the family. Yeah, I think everybody has rules for, setting boundaries between what they believe is what should be held within their household, right? Like, of course, he has rules for the kids, like what they're supposed to do every day and what's expected of them, to go see their friends on the weekends. In addition to, I can go out with my friends, but I have to, of course, stay in touch with them. I have to, most of the time he sends my dad with me, especially out on a night in Vegas, if he can't go himself. So, I mean, I think that's just respect. I don't think it's more so rules. These are just things that he requests. He's never demanded. He's never said, no, you can't. But the things that I ask isn't outrageous. It's not outlandish. And being the fact that I live in Vegas, can I go out every freaking day? Yeah, 100% I can. Now, do I? No. So I don't think we've been in a situation where he's had to say, like, no, you're not doing that. And I'll tell you, I screw around with him all the time. Like, I'm like, oh, that burlesque show. I'm like, what if I did that? And he'll look at me like crazy, right? He's like, no. And so, but we those were always just running jokes. It's always me like just trying to, poke at him and be flirty in my own little way, like knowing that he would never want me to do that. Probably also knowing that I can't because I suck at doing stuff in heels. So, I mean, that's just,
Got some bad audio is staticking. Go ahead. Ray.
Mine is?
No, I think somebody came off mute, and it sounded like some radio clatter. But go ahead.
Oh, you know what? That's my mop.
Nah, it was somebody off mute. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So I mean, I think it's more so the fact that there is no like, hey, hard set rules, because there hasn't been a situation where a rule ever had to be implemented because of the respect we have for each other in our relationship.
Fair enough. All right. Well, shit. Anybody got any final thoughts? I'm about to land the plane on this one. Final thoughts on anything we talked about tonight?
Final thoughts right here real quick. Rachel, shout out to you first. I ain't got nothing but love and respect for you and Nonito. I will say, if Nonito was, and it's not even, it's a question. I'm gonna ask the question.
Oh my
if
God!
Nonito was somebody who,
question. All right.
Never mind. Never mind. Y'all go ahead.
No, you go ahead, man. Final thoughts, man. Give me your final thoughts on the topic. Cool. All right, final thoughts. Pass it around. Yeah, that's cool too. Go ahead, show more. Pass it around. Final thoughts. Unmute your mic.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, like Foodie was saying, Rachel. I'm sorry. Like Rachel was saying, I'm not the type of person that just sits on the couch or does this and that. I have certain things I like, and certain ways I like things done. So I don't want to start an argument in my house. So I just do the things myself. I like the kitchen cleaned a certain way. I like the floor mopped a certain way. It's just things I do. I need something to do anyway because I'm retired. So it wouldn't apply to me. But as far as the rules go, every home has to have rules and structure. There's certain things you can do and certain things you just can't do. My wife can't just get up at 11:30 at night and say, I'm going out. Where are you going? Well, I'm going out. Well, no, you didn't talk to me about that. And it's too late for you to be out alone by yourself or with a bunch of women. So there's certain things you can do and certain things you can't do. And that's just in anybody's home.
Fair enough. Go ahead, champion heart, Foodie. Rachel, any final thoughts?
Yeah,
I'll let them go.
I think that goes both ways. I don't think your woman will want you just walking out talking about, I'm just going out, no matter what. Like, she's going to wonder where you are. But I get it as far as, women living in a man's world and safety and things like that. You wouldn't want your woman to do that. And that's what I would expect from a man. Like Rachel said, she usually has not a chaperone. I don't like to say that she's not a child, but I'm just saying, it's just, it's just about safety. And, Vegas is a crazy city and we live in a crazy world, but you can have, he's not saying he doesn't trust her, but he's looking out for her safety. And I think that is, both people's role, but definitely a man's role more. But it does take balance. It's bottom line. So that's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Go ahead. Anybody else?
Yeah, and like to back on what Foodie said, like everything is about balance. And when you select a partner, it's really important to find the balance between two completely different people from completely different backgrounds and experiences. And that takes time, it takes conversation, it takes experiences and trials and tribulations. That's the only way. But I do want to say about the chaperone part, my dad doesn't go into the clubs with us. He just stays in the parking lot and make sure I get home okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like that.
Champion Heart, you got any final words?
No, everybody pretty much, covered it all, man. Salute to you, brother. Salute to Rachel, Booty, my brother Sheldon. It's all good.
All right, man. Hopefully we get some news shaking in this boxing world soon. We can get back to some good boxing content. But I appreciate you guys pulling up tonight. Thanks for your time, your energy. Thanks for the opportunity to entertain y'all this evening. Hopefully you were all entertained. Shout out to Good Vibes Only for the $2 super chat. He said, for right side, leaving the panel. Let me give him the drop.
I'll give you the $2. You give him the $2. All right, pay him the $2. Oh, pay the $2.
Yeah,
salute to my brother Whiteside, man. Salute to right side.
He don't mean no harm, but
wow,
no, man. That's
a
good brother.
He's just passionate, man. He's just passionate.
Yeah, he's real. Yeah,
I think he
he's a
means
real good
well.
brother.
Yeah, man. But I gotta host the thing. I needed to flow a certain way, and I think I was very fair tonight. I let y'all go for a long time.
A long
back and
time,
forth.
yeah.
I was very fair for a very long time. So, but all good things must come to an end, even this episode. So, thank you for your time, your energy. I'll see y'all on the next one. Anybody want to plug their social media, their channels, or anything? Please do so now.
Yeah, we got Cooking with the Champ. I just uploaded new video, and also I did a Halloween short, so check that out. It's on YouTube as well, and definitely go and subscribe. I got some good recipes over there, and you all have a good night. Peace and love.
Salute. Go ahead, Champion Heart. I'm sorry, Rachel Foodie. You want to plug in anything?
I mean, like, we have Beyond the Ring, but we're not doing anything. Every time that there's a boxing fight, first of all, you guys always cover it so amazingly. And then second, we've just been missing all the great fights of last weekend when we were in the Bahamas. I was like, oh my God, there's such great fights to talk about. And I really haven't even watched them all yet. So but if you guys want to follow me, I'm more active on Instagram and Twitter. If you even call it active. So
what's your Twitter and what's your IG?
My IG is Rachel Donaire and my Twitter is knockout_queen.
Okay.
I hope you guys have a great night.
Yes,
bye,
ma'am.
Foodie. Bye, Marq.
Peace.
Good night.
Go ahead, Foodie. You want to plug and promote anything?
No, you can catch me on Instagram at Food Revolution 360. I think my Twitter handle is pretty much the same thing. I can't remember if it's an underscore or not, but you can catch me on boxing Twitter, talking shit about all this boxing. But thank you for having me on, Marq. Have a good night.
What's up with all them spaces though, Foodie? I hate
I can't keep up with all them damn things. Space underscore exclamation.
No, we got to put all the spaces in. We got to put F space, O space, O space.
Oh, on mine, because I like it to be a little bit different.
Okay, fair enough. It looks nice though. All right, well, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.
All right,
peace. All right, man. It's been another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. It's a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why life is serious enough. This was a good one, man. I had a good time. Like I said, man, sometimes we're going to agree, sometimes we're going to disagree, but that's all good. That's all good. As long as we don't, make the conversation personal. Let's attack the argument, not attack each other, right? Attack the conversation. Attack the speaking points. Let's not be so emotional and have knee-jerk reactions. All right? It's your man Marq Nash, Breaking Beats. Let's close it out with a good Neighbors Only roll call.
office hours. I need to talk to you right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Let's do this. All right, let's close it out.
My back is broken.
Yo, I'm tired, man. I gotta go.
Spinal.
All right, let's take it from the top. Big Blunts and Boxing. What's popping?
What up?
Pound for pound sports entertainment. Big Hova, I thought I told you. Here to there. Stephen Bateman all the way in Australia. Shout out to Australia.
What up, gangsta?
Is that Stephen Brimley? On the mic with Brim Reaper. Wanda Villa, the Rilla, a.k.a. Epoxy Magic. That guy clips 330 early. Mr. Golden State Holder, the back end king. Lisa Bell, she never fails.
What up, gangsta?
Taylor Bell with TapTap, unlocksim.com. Unlock your next device today.
What up, gangsta?
NC Conquest. That's NC Conquest, N Conquest. They do it the best.
What up, gangsta?
I am _ Cam Edwards. Stone Tangerine, stay mean. Megazard the God. Ace Retro, let's go. Ill Status Boxing. I know boxing. Ricardo Johnson. Electro Jazz, they getting his bread.
What up, gangsta?
On the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. The XO Factory. Dub Right Side. Raheem the Dream Soto. LD, aka Like That. Girl behind the mic. Major Key Boxing. Cooking with the champ. aka Champion Heart.
What up, gangsta?
On the floor with Shelton Moore, SLG, Sam F, Kendall, D-Lo 404 Boxing, Carmen Serene with the Serene Saturdays.
What up, gangsta?
Nick Rich, aka Nicky Rich, Nicky in Central Florida. What up? Nick Rich in this bed.
What up, gangsta?
Aaron Parker, the Big Talker, Transcendent Sports Channel, my Filipino brother from another. All the way in Canada. Shout out to Canada. Fistiana Fights. She just might. Jacob Sims, that's him. Haplo, let's go. DJ MFB. Miss Queen Sunkiss. Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire. That's 9-time champion Nonito.
What up, gangsta?
True Media Today, USA Boxing. Hey, yo, Rachel was slick flexing too. Y'all called that. She was like, oh man, we missed the big flights. We were in the Bahamas. Damn.
What up, gangsta?
Life is good. True Media Today, USA Boxing. That's Coach Malachi Williams.
What up?
Purdo.
What up?
Full Revolution, man. Foodie, y'all killed it on the panel today. Good shit. Good shit.
What up, gangsta?
KP from KC5.
What up?
Matt Wade.
What
Beyond Above Media.
What up?
Pittsburgh T.
What up?
AKA That's Not True.
What up?
SF City Slicker.
What up?
Rounder of the Storm.
What up?
Matty Yoel.
What up?
Cliff Bailey.
What up?
Con Shawnery.
What up?
HLD.
What up?
Cooking with Sir Senior.
What up, gangsta?
D Bevel the Champ.
What up?
And of course, Derek Lincoln, the Big Fish himself, my good brother.
What up? What up, gangsta?
Love y'all. Man, this was a good one. This was a good one. This was a good one. I really appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for everybody pulling up, chopping it up with us on this episode, man. Hope you guys were entertained. Again, thanks for the opportunity to entertain y'all. Make sure y'all go back to the video after it drops. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the content, all right? Even if it's just a little emoji. Let me know what you think. All right. With that said, let's close it out like this. Dreams require sleep. Goals require effort. Go out there and get your goals. You can go to the link on the channel's About page. Go to the marknash.com, marknash.com. Copy some of the merch to support the channel. All right, so thank you so much. And that's it, man. I see y'all on the next one. Respect is free. Disrespect gonna cost you everything. Your family, your freedom, your finances, most importantly, your life. So let's show each other love. Let's show each other respect.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And I mean that shit. Peace.
Hey, it's Antonio Tarver champion. You watching Marq Nash at Breaking Beach. I usually don't do drops, but I'm gonna give you one, bro. I'm gonna give you one. I love you, champ.
This that squad side.
Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
Nah, Dr. Mark, God made this possible. God made this possible, and so did viewers like you. See y'all on the next one. Peace.